Hello everyone, this is Zan. Uh, it's going to be doing some Dominion 6. We're going to do the Feminie against the AI. This is going to be a continuation of one I started last week. And we have Sergeant Flintlock. Hello to you too. You are first for today. How are you doing, man? It's Zanning time, merely fish. Um, what does that mean? What is the context of Zanning that? Is that dropping Titans on things? Getting some afflictions? Hello, Greg. Oh, you're listening at work. Oh boy. Man, it is 7 o'clock Eastern where I'm at. Working into the night. uh, let's see. I've got the game in here somewhere. No, not Twitch Flegra. Feminie Twitch. Oh boy. Oh, we have the False God. Zalera, hello. You finally get to catch one of my streams as it starts. Yes. Thank you everyone for watching or coming in. It's super fun actually being able to talk to everyone while playing this. Um, so going forward, I'm gonna try. Keyword is try. Um, I'm gonna try to stream Thursday nights consistently, starting next week. So hopefully that way I can get some sort of schedule because I know that's something that people have asked for. So I will do my best. That way, Flintlock could watch during the evening shift. Heck yeah. Hello, Johan. Smallish creators. Heck yeah, dude. Small creators is where it's at. False God, who's watching, is also a small creator, and Darkside Cookies, who will show up eventually, I'm sure, is another good one. Both of these guys are awesome. Anyways, let me get this started so that I can at least, while talking to you guys, like subconsciously make some plans. So the last thing I remember doing is sending the False Cookie God to teleport into Anoria. And this battle looked good at the beginning, despite my budget kit, until, and my viewers saw this too, which is awesome. I love when you guys are astute and you figure things out faster than I do. We realized there's crossbowmen in this stack, and that is a massive problem because when you send singular combatants or small combatants against big stacks like this and they have crossbows, the crossbows will inch up and fire almost point blank at your Titan. And my guy has no shield, and even though his protection will be very high and he'll be ethereal, bad things are going to happen beyond the limp. So that battle will be in the last one. Other than that, I think we saw a battle in Green Waters of, I think I'm attacking Joman, who took some underwater stuff from me, but I think I fail. Yeah. Okay. We get to, I'm going to just kind of skip over these things real quick. Abyssia attacks Erithea and fails. There's no mages, so it's nothing crazy there. And I do some attacks to grab land from Agartha, who has the best bless ever. And despite the bless, they do actually manage to kill Joman's Dragon King, which is something I was concerned about earlier, and not do much else to the army. And this was this in Dun Vale. This was a province I was trying to take, and I will have to come back to and worry about that later. In the meantime, what I've done that I remember is I took these provinces from Agartha after having sieged their capital, and I left a very small garrison. So what I know the AI is going to do, because I've learned this, is they are going to try to break out of their capital right now this turn, and I'm going to reconverge and meet them. And hopefully this goes well. Here I have left a longbowman to keep this under siege, and this is going to be the cool part. I don't know if I will be able to take advantage of this in this 2-hour playthrough portion, maybe in the next episode, but we will have the combination of the, after I take stuff from Agartha, we're going to have the lower throne giving me 5 blood slaves, and the Throne of Chains giving me 4. So we're going to get 9 Blood Slaves a turn, which is going to be super cool, which means maybe later on, depending how long it takes me to do this map, we get to do release Swords of Civilization, which are freaking awesome. And, other blood shenanigans, probably. We'll find out. Let's see what you guys have said. You guys are already subbed to the False God. Yeah, he's good. I think he's doing right now that big series of casting a bunch of people, which I look forward to doing something like that again in Dominion 6. It's super fun. I wish I would have finished it in Dominion 5. You're recording some stuff. Merely Fish on YouTube says he's recording stuff for his beginner games. False God inspired me to take the leap into playing for real. Heck yeah. That sounds like a fun national spell. Level 9 research that is going to hurt. You know what? You are right. Because I'm pretty sure I have the default settings where you have to choose one of these techs to get. And that's probably going to suck because level 9 blood, I honestly think every single one of these spells, well, no. The majority, 90% of these spells are really, really good. All of them are good. Let me look at Infernal Fumes again because I don't recall it. Armor Piercing, Fire, Lingering Cloud. Oh, this is probably good. It's just a 40 Blood Slave remote. It's a weird cross path, but that's not bad. Yeah, Infernal Fumes is probably good. Send Horror in Dominions 5 wasn't too good. Yeah, so everything here looks good. So let's find out. Actually, let me take a notepad real quick because at the end of this stream, or if I have a break, I do want to look at Merely Fish is YouTube, if you don't mind me taking a peek. I won't do that on stream though, respect privacy and all that, but I will definitely look at what you got and send us up your way. If you cast Release Lord, I will have a super chat or however you do it on YouTube. I wouldn't worry too much on the super chats or anything. Let me get a little bigger first. I know right now I'm trying to save up all my ad money and all that fun stuff to get myself a real mic that doesn't pop when I speak and that I can sound better in. And I also want to do the what's that thing called? I want to buy the manual. The actual box or book manual. I want to buy that. Just because I've been playing this game a long time. It's the least I can do. Looks like I'm going enchantment 6 for something. Probably Aura of Splendor. Okay, enchantment 6 for that. Construction for better gear, that makes sense. Conjuration for something, and evocation for something. Okay, I mean, it's not awful. My god being muted sucks, so my first set of blood stuff is going to be probably empowering this guy in blood and taking the risk that he gets horror marked, which could be very, very bad. But empowering him in blood is one way to cure this affliction. Other than that, okay, I've already got my army movement. I'm already recruiting not as many troops as I should because I don't have a lot of forts. Getting some mages out of here. Secondary army, that's the only other fort I have. I got a fort up here in Honoria. I need to do that. So let us send all of these guys here to do that. And yeah, I'm running low on money. Just fine. That's probably because knights are expensive. But I think I mostly did everything I needed to do this turn, so I can just head and turn and go back to you guys. I have a blood state income of 5. Time to False God. I have a blood state income of 9. Sir, I have 2 thrones that give me blood slaves. Envy you can get your ad money. Honestly, Greg, it's not very large. Not yet, at least. I mean, ideally later, right? It's not very large, so I mean, it's something. This is mostly a for fun hobby kind of deal. In the far future, if it becomes a more serious bit, then we'll see. But I've got a pretty well-paying, cushy job, and to me, this is fun. So I would feel weird if I was doing this for money. Hello there. Oh shit. This guy's ready to go. This guy is ready to show up and kill my pretender. The Star of Darkness. This fatigue is not resistible, so as long as he does do some damage, I will take fatigue, which is a good way of killing thugs. It's not as good as the other Axe of Hate, I believe. I mean, you have to fail a magic resistance roll to decay, but once you start decaying, shit gets bad real quick. And then the Black Bow needs no introduction because it has a Feeble Mind on damage without a magic resistance check. And his Black Bow is firing for 29 damage. Holy shit. Yeah, this is a thug, guys. Air 9 Cyclops. What poor son of a bitch thought of this bless on this poor chassis? Jesus. What else we got? All his mages. All of them. Okay. And I've got my little group back here in the dark. And I don't think these giants have dark vision. Yeah, they do not. And these guys definitely don't. And I don't have nature mages to give dark vision to my units. What do we think of the new YouTube layout? Is there a new YouTube layout? Okay, so most of my buffing, just body ethereal, some luck. I'm assuming half of this crap is gonna fly my way now. Shoot at these barbarians, so that's actually something I can damage. Oh! Oh boy. What did he cast? Soldiers of Steel. I don't think he hit himself. And Stormwind, which... I mean, it's okay, I guess, right? You know, if he would have done like a legitimate buff script with 22 magic resistance and that much protection in this gear, he probably could have kicked my ass. I'm not gonna lie. As is, I think he's just gonna go down to some of these giants hitting him. Or maybe my own crossbows. Magma Bolts is a good spell to cast. It doesn't care about your fire resistance, it is physical damage. So that could be a problem for my giants. They got a lot of hit points, so hopefully they're okay. Okay, it looks like the knights cleared out the Cyclops, which is great. And I'm just going to brute force this at this point. Burning is a good affliction to do on lucky enemies, since it will do damage often. But these are some tough boys. Okay, and this could have been a lot worse. I do honestly think that if that Cyclops had done... if that Cyclops had actually cast a proper buff script, I think it could have been problems. Especially with Air 9, if it would have done... oh, no. Mirror Image got moved to Glamour. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Yeah, if he had done, like, Dominion's 5 Mirror Image with Air 9, I don't know if we would have hit him in the first place. Okay, ultimately I lose a Sage Queen, which sucks, but not much else, because luck is very strong. Merely Fish, what research are Giants of Lost Tribe? The Giants of the Lost Tribe are at Thaumaturgy 6, which I did rush this game, and I barely had enough Glamour Gems to cast it by the time I got there. Thaumaturgy is really strong for Glamour Nations in general because it gives you the luck spells on the way up there, and luck, to me, is one of the most powerful combat buffs in the game. If my god can still magic phase, and he was on a lab, I could drop him on this and kill it. Right, False God. And the False God, I don't know if you saw this last time. Joman has these somewhere. So they are my next war, and I am breaking into blood with these girls. Garnets. I just gotta find them. Wait, how did he get a Cave Knight? Okay. Yeah, samurais are gonna come in and cut me up. Okay, that's fine. So let us take note of that. Let us take note that look, it's meant to be. I am meant to get plus mages or into blood this game. Let me get this guy back to safety and twice born him. Holy shit. Zalera, you think glamour has a buff that gives true sight and it's basically dark vision? I don't. It does. I think it's an enchantment, and it's this one, Fey-Eyed Warriors. I don't know if this gives you dark vision. I know that it's gonna give you true sight, which lets you do invisible and ignore most glamour effects. So things like dread, which I know is a big thing in the meta right now. That's gonna let you ignore dread, displacement, and all that crap. But I don't think it actually helps you see in the dark. The one that helps you see in the dark is in nature somewhere. I think it's alteration, and it's this one, cat-eyed warriors. There's a lot of new eyed warriors. There's cat-eyed warriors. There's eagle-eyed warriors. Fey-eyed. There is a spirit sight one, but for whatever reason, I think at best it's an AOE 1 effect, which that sucks. But yeah, notice how this one does specifically say it gives you the dark vision, and Fey-eyed does not. I forgot how much further the game must have gone since I went to bed last stream, and was it? We're on turn 29. We're on turn 29, so it's not too far ahead. Let's get this guy home safely. Please don't die. And we now have to deal with the Samurai Onslaught while maintaining. Agartha should be mostly dead. It lost everything. So as long as I keep their capital under siege, we should be okay. It's gonna recruit crap on these highlands and things, but it should be fine. I need to somehow afford things, but I'm poor. Let's get you here. Actually, just walk into these barbarians. Can I afford to walk him into barbarians? Because there's no lab there. Or is there a lab here? Oh no. Oh shoot. I didn't have these on retreat. Gosh dang it. That means there is a lab there, but crap man, losing 6 researchers like that, that's awful. That's I goofed. I really goofed there. Where else can I save a penny? Okay, so here I need a palisade. Let me start recruiting some turtles for a bit, and I can do a temple. Guess make me a temple, and then next turn I can do. Yeah, make palisade, and then next turn I can build something else. Man, that sucks. What the hell is Joman doing over here too? I need to clear that out. Hold. Stay behind troops. Okay. I could definitely use this giant as a super combatant as well for smaller issues like this. Can you still magic phase? Astral 3. Teleport is Astral 3. Okay, thank God. So if Joman moves into the Land of Plenty, I might be able to magic phase my pretender there. If he doesn't have something spooky, right? Yeah. Gosh, now my research is just pathetic. Because I'm fighting with all of these mages. The issue is definitely that this army is going to be isolated from the Joman army if they move into Land of Plenty. But if they move there, I can God drop and everything could probably be okay. There's a good chance that they just fail, right? I need to think. How do I defeat the endless swarms of my enemies, right? It's nothing, it's not a big deal. Stepping out for dinner, good luck. Yep, thank you for coming by, False God. Hope it is delicious. Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, a lot of stuff is gonna hurt real soon. Aura of Splendor will help. What else will I get out of Enchantment 6? Honestly, not much, which is bad. And that's 2 more turns. Yeah, I'm in some trouble here. I might need some more giants sooner rather than later, which involves alchemizing, and I don't want to alchemize, but I might have to because apparently I have no glamour gems despite all the site searching because it's the late age. I will be at 32 next turn, which means if I alchemize, it's a lot of astral. I'll do it next turn. Let's move her here. Let's move her here. Chill. Grab these. Sir, do you have a preference on a civilization? In this game, yes, sir. I'm a big fan of Abyssia, which is a nation of tragic lava barbarian people that practice blood magic. Heck yeah, I don't. I think they are actually in this game. I know the sprites may not be as something you're familiar with, Golden Boy, but they're these lava dudes that do very bad things, but they're quite fun to play. And they light things on fire and they hit things really hard with axes and flails. How do you alchemize? What bloodings do you hit? Merely fish. So you have to select a mage. I think they have to be in a lab. And when you click their icon, you will get the drop down and they will have somewhere here called Alchemy. I'm sure there's a hotkey, right? There's probably a hotkey to do this as well, but I am a casual and I always forget 90% of these hotkeys, right? But once you hit the alchemy screen, you'll get this. And essentially, astral pearls are your generic gem. And you can get, so like for example, I have 40 astral pearls. I can turn one astral pearl, or two astral pearls into one of any other gem. Same thing is in reverse. I can turn two of any other gem into an astral pearl. So, worth noting that there. Let me get this guy to pick up the Turtle Warriors because they are going to have to do things. This fortification has 500 integrity. It would take me 2 turns to break it down with this army. But this is going to take so long to siege down. So let's put this on some of our mages. Just spread out this equipment, right? Shame I didn't get more of the thug gear from the Pretender. That would have been nice. I'm going to try to siege down the fort at Ultima Delca, just to give me an outpost up here to recruit more units from with gold that I don't have. And we'll end the turn here. I know how it works, I just didn't know how to do it into games. No, it's... If I'm already going to talk on it, let me... Maybe there's someone... If there's at least one person who doesn't know something on stream and they learn something from me, I'm a happy camper. As long as one person learns something, I am cool. Okay, so we do have some battles. And Abby, I hope that this is a quick win for the Knights. And it is. Sea of Rond, yeah. Yeoman just taking over my land. Oh, the barbarians are just moving around. That's annoying. Okay, but these intelligent enemies of mine have moved into the swamp, which means I can drop on them and take them out that way. In Klon... Oh, I thought I had lost this one here. I have learned, Zalera says, they have learned nothing. I can't make me learn. Ah. Oh shit, it's Moogle too? And Golden Boy? Oh man, thanks guys. Thanks for coming. You guys rock. For those who don't know, Golden Boy is a friend of mine that inspired me to start streaming and YouTubing 2 or 3 years ago, I don't remember. And Moogle is just this badass that I play other games with occasionally. Okay. Man, I am poor, but that's okay. Body Ethereal, Iron Skin, Temper Flesh, Earth Power. He's already got Fire Shield. Can I do something else to like protect him more? Because I really need him to not die. I think I'll just take it like this. And maybe once I get enchantment and construction, I can get him some real gear. Okay, so I need to get used to this newer layout. Everything looks prettier. What is this new layout you guys are talking about? Is this on Twitch or YouTube? Gosh, I'm poor. Oh, this version of Dominion. Oh, yes. Yeah, this was super jarring for the longest. I feel like I've gotten used to it now and I can't go back. I feel like I can't go back to Dominions 5 now, because it's such a difference. But definitely at first it was jarring as shit. But it's nicer now. I can't go back, especially just the way I can customize my formations, which I'm totally not using right now because my armies are kind of small. But later on, just the way I can move masses of units around and like take them out or single them out up here. I think I can do like what was it, control, like take some of these out, just move. Crap. Just move these guys, maybe take these guys out and go around. This is like, man, this is crazy. I can do slash shoutout username as a Twitch command to show other Twitch peeps love. I can try that. Slash shoutout. Do I need to do the percentage signs? No, okay. Just shout out in the username. Can I do like comma multiple usernames? Show off my friends for a second. You know, you know how it is. Hmm. Oh, let's try this one. I don't think that worked. Oh yeah, sorry fish. I'm alternating between like YouTube and Twitch. I hope that's okay. Let's put the archer here. Hold and fire. The cavalry. I will do some flanking shenanigans with them. I think. Oh, the queens are better captains than the unseen ones. So actually, I won't even be bringing this unseen ones, or the unseen ones, to combat. I'll keep them back researching because I desperately do need that. But I do need all the units. Okay, and if I move that here, what was my bless again? Crap. Okay, but I will still bring one chick to bless my stuff, right? And now, well, look, all that crap about formations. Let's figure this out. Let's put the light knights on double formations on the sides. Each of my mages should have their bodyguards, except the unseen ones, which are not going to participate. And we'll put a double formation of Lady at Arms in the front. For those watching who are not familiar, this is the nation of Feminie, which is essentially... Essentially, it's civilized Amazons that have broken free from their former overlords, and they specialize in illusion magic. And they've got a sort of European medieval style unit lineup of heavy cavalry, lady at arms, as opposed to men at arms. And honestly, their troops are kind of not good compared to other nations, but hey, They give it their shot by having very, very strong magic. Very consistent and very strong magic. For now, I think I just want to keep spamming group luck. Keep them on regular spells. And I think I have this saved, right? Yes. So they do not need to advance in spells. These gals, however, I want them to do something different and do Furious Warriors. They can do group luck as well, but let's make our units somewhat better, right? Okay, so with that, this turn I should hopefully win in Sinkhole Swamp so that this guy can make it to my lands. By my Pretender, which we'll see this. This wasn't in before. Now we have this little like magical smoke laser that says, hey, I'm going here. And the other army should hopefully move into Mooforth, which doesn't look too occupied. I think they'll fight anyone that retreated from the swamp there. You've been drafted to play Helldivers? Oh man, I've heard so many good things. Merely Fish, thank you for showing up. Have yourself a great night, man. Okay, I'm going to... I might have to move onto the Glade Woods. I see Agartha is getting a lot of troops there, and I don't want them to come back to their land, as much as I want to siege this down. So maybe I clear out Glade Woods and then I come back. It's all about just stomping the armies repeatedly, right? And now this turn, let me wait one more turn, and next turn I'll alchemize and make the giants. I'm definitely running into money issues. I think the knights are really expensive. So are the mages, right? Okay, so we have our dancing Nataraja. Gonna do our basic buffs. I'll just speed that up while they rush at me. I don't think they have any mages, which is good. So this should be easy, unless I really haven't learned my lesson with the crossbows, but I don't think they had too many. It could be bad if I step on some mushrooms to get poisoned, but probably fine, right? Yeah, when they say Titans aren't good, this is kind of like what they do. They just come and clap armies that are unprepared for them. And it's hard to honestly put a value on that because you do have to get certain levels of research. You do have to spend a lot of gems equipping them, and it's extremely risky. It doesn't always work this well, you know? But it's definitely a tool you can have. Excuse me, I drank some soda to make sure I stay energized today. It's definitely a tool that you can have that most nations can't otherwise get, which is just some big, ugly thing that wipes out entire armies on their own, right? And that can be hella useful depending on what nation you're playing, what your lobby looks like. He's kind of slow, so he's not going to catch any of these. I do like that the mushroom cloud happens now when they get stepped on. Kind of cool. Okay, ultimately we killed half the army, which is good. Took the province, the other half retreated. They didn't have a lot of retreat routes, so that's kind of good. So I run into Agartha at Glade Woods, and luckily their army is still there, gathering to, I guess, retake their capital. So this should be kind of easy. Oh, we're starting to off script cast Aura of Splendor. Sweet. That's pretty good. That's the larger AoE all effect. I think we're gonna cast it here. I want to see. Yeah, and it's all 2. So all 2 I think is a morale check against 12. I think I'll include that going forward on some of the frontliners. Just try it out, right? Just see how it is compared to like luck, which is probably stronger, but you know it is. Okay. So Feminie attacking Yeoman in Muforth. This is another large army of theirs, but I think we should be okay. Oh crap, I didn't buff the knights. I left them on attack. Oops. It's probably fine. Knights are stupid. And then these gals should be blessed with Furious Warriors, giving them some better stats, some more morale, some more attack skill. Definitely not enough mages to completely paint them with luck, and crap, Jolman's mages are actually casting Combustion really effectively here. That's a good way to do its percentage damage based on your max health. So the armor really doesn't help. Oh, it's a good thing we did buff back here. So they snuck by. This is why we have bodyguards, right? That right there is why we have bodyguards. Slow them down enough that I can cast Fireball. End this man's existence. Everything is fine. Ooh, nice Soul Slay. Okay. Unfortunately, they do come out on clear Agartha anyways. Damn it. Shit, that's another Jomani's army? Alright, well, let's prep another God Drop and clear out Agartha again. I swear, I need another army down here. Maybe we hold Muforth for a second and get some reinforcements. Perfect. Yeah, let's get everyone into Muforth. Okay, so these gals cannot do Aura of Splendor. They were doing Furious Warriors. But maybe I have them Phoenix Power later. The moment you don't have bodyguards, at the moment your commanders get gooned, yes. That is something, I'm pretty sure that already happened in this game earlier, which is why everyone's got their damn bodyguards. Cause yeah, that screwed me over already a little bit. Oh, I'm recruiting Longbowmen here too. Shoot, I forgot to turn that off. Joman's got a lot of armies, and he is being a dick down here in the water. I believe I do have a non-aggression pact with Arathea, right? Thank God. That would be annoying if he was raiding me at the same time of all of this happening. That would be awful. This is already site searched. So we'll just kind of hold here. Let's bring the rest of these mages over. And now, how are we going to do this? I want him to stay behind troops. Everyone else is really just going to be on hold and attack. I want to use this new buff as much as I can, just to try it out, right? Aura of Splendor. And then let's do 4 Aura of Splendor, just to give it a shot and see what it looks like. And we'll give some of these gals group luck as their job. And leave them on advancing spells. Maybe Phoenix Power at the end, and then advanced spells. And see if they like fireball some dudes. I don't want the Sage Queens to do that because they are. Johan, hey, thanks for showing up, man. However much time you did it. Have yourself a good rest, and we'll see you next time. Remember, I'm going to be trying to stream more on Thursdays. I might not always stream Dominion. Sometimes I'll stream Age of Empires. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thanks for coming, man. Have a great night. Okay, so we'll have another army there. I'm gonna have this dude pick up these longbowmen. A pretender is going back to here. We're researching construction. Can I give him a new item right now that will help? Like a helmet. A helmet is a good start. I like his weapons. Is there some item I can give him here? Like a pendant of luck might not be bad. A barkskin amulet doesn't sound too useful. Is there like an arrow fend item I can give him? Yes, but I am not good enough to craft it. That would have been a good one. And I think that's that's pretty much it for my paths. Now let's get him down here. That's pretty much it. Crap. Yeah, all these options are kind of awful. Pendant of Courage, he doesn't need that. What's his fire resistance look like? Yeah, he's fine. I mean, I can give him like a different type of elemental resistance, but I don't know if Joman's going to do anything concerning with that, so I'll hold off on that for a second. Swap here to Lore Mistresses because I need these crosspaths. Clearly, I'm not doing too hot there. And then I'm actually going to stop recruiting the Knights because although they are fantastic, like I can't afford to keep making them. I am hemorrhaging money really fast. And I do need to bump up the PD over here and in some of my other provinces. Oh god, this is bad. That's okay. Let's move forward. I do wish I could put some background music, but that's not how it works here. Okay, so Joman's attacking me at Ultimo Delca, which is the Agarthan fort in the north. So all I had here was just one dude. So if they want to siege that down, I mean, that's probably fine. Okay, them attacking here is kind of annoying. They just have so much crap. This is just the AI affording complete shenanigans. Okay, we're back on Agartha, and it's just their province defense, so that's okay. Oh, we got some glamour gems because I forgot to summon my giants, so it all worked out. Let's get those guys out now. Alchemize some gems, and do another Decree of the Lost. And we'll send those out to help fight now. Now, I've got... I think this is the Jomani's army I would like to take out, but the Dominion strength is not in my favor. And that's going to make it hard to use my Pretender up here. I doubt I'm going to be doing much damage to Agartha, as is, which is unfortunate. Sieging in Dominion 6 has really turned to butts. This guy has... These guys should be on attack rear. And we'll keep these on kind of a hold and attack closest, but we'll keep them behind, just to kind of intercept things. And do something like this as a formation. These guys are not invited. You guys go home, because your job is to get me reinforcements. Okay, I guess you can site search for the beginning. Okay, so I can't directly, I would love to god drop this, but it would be kind of dangerous due to the Dominion score of the province. So I'm going to focus now on just putting Dunvale under siege. And hopefully that's going to work out in the future. These guys are supposed to have good diversity, right? And I keep getting fire and glamour, which are the only paths I have on this silly nation. Come on. Okay. Can I do any ritual to give me some assistance, like a terracotta army? It's something, right? But I think I'll hold off on it. Next turn, we'll move out of my capital. We'll have some units from here and here, and we'll be able to start sieging this stuff down, which is good. As long as I don't get attacked on my eastern or northern flank, and I can just focus on this shenanigans going on with Agartha and Jomon, I think I should be able to start expanding. And once I've got more money, I can get more research and I can start doing silly things, right? I'm assuming this is just me clapping the barbarians and then Jomon actually defends himself. But this was meant to fight a different army, so I should be fine. How's my buff coverage look like? Kind of mediocre. Not gonna lie. Damn, this guy's got a lot of items. Of course, he's the one guy my knights chose not to kill. Good. Lost 2 ladies of arms, and I didn't get any of his items. Of course not. Okay. Trying to siege both of these down at the same time is an awful endeavor. I wonder if I can reshuffle some of my units around so I can have my commanders preach. It's like maybe you can... Oh, you can only command one squad. At -1 morale. No, that's not ideal. Yeah, I might need to bring some more commanders. The commanders I've been sending back, I might have to bring them in because I want to preach with some of these Sage Queens to maybe if I get enough candles, I can start utilizing my Pretender again. And this guy's definitely pushing his Dominion out, which is kind of annoying. I need to start doing that despite the poorness. No. Hold on. Come on, game. Work with me. I want some of these guys on my guard squad because they have the bodyguard trait. This is 127 siege strength. What's our supplies look like? I cannot actually bring more units into Dunvale because I cannot feed them. So these guys do... Oh, they are gluttons. What about Agartha itself? I also can't bring too much into Agartha. Oh, it must be because of the death scales. I see. Okay, well, I have hordes of... I don't want to lose the research to preach. That's the issue. I have hordes of researchers that I can kind of like preach all this down, but I need to keep them safe. So let's send these guys over. This guy, I'm just going to have sight search for now. He's on retreat? Yeah. Let's get these commanders back to move forth. We're going to send these girls here. We're going to get another army moving out from Enoth, including with these 2 researchers. At least, to use some of them, right? Everyone's on hold and attack. I do want some bodyguards here. And over there. Guard commander. Guard commander. Hold and attack, hold and attack. Cool. And these ones I want to do Aura of Splendor. These guys really can only do Bless. We'll have one of them do Group Luck. And we're going to position this army here in Land of Plenty, and they're going to kind of preach and hold that spot, and then we can hold maybe these 3 against the hordes of Jominies. Can I make it? No. It would be nice to not lose the Land of Plenty this turn, so I might just put my Pretender there for safety. I don't want to lose this province defense. That's a lot of money. And speaking of, we're going to bump it up everywhere else. One, because it messes with the AI a little bit, I feel. And two, because I don't want more stupid barbarian attacks in my rear, sapping my income and breaking my temples. My very cheap temples. Um, okay, and with that, I should be able to build a bunch of temples next turn. Let's do one down here in gear. Okay, and good. Stopping production of the Lady Knights is definitely helping me out. It's definitely helping out on the gold front. Okay, so a battle in Dunvale. And this is the new army? No, this is on top of that Jomini's fort. I don't know what this idiot's doing. This is a lot, and we're going to see if the Lady Knights can still carry the day or not. Because this is a lot of garbage. And they do cast Combustion a lot, which is not a spell I would consider using in a multiplayer game at all. But it's clearly doing work on the Knights. Decand on YouTube asks, is there any rule of thumb about how many mages to bring a buff a certain amount of units? That is a tough one. I don't... This is kind of loud. I'll answer it after the battle. Let me think on that one, but it is definitely a tough one. Maybe I should have my mages on advance and cast. Freaking fireball crap. I feel like they're just back here buffing the crossbowmen, which that does nothing. Yeah, this one doesn't look good to me, guys. I think not putting my mages on advance and cast is going to cost me the battle, as they're not able to do much from back there. Okay, the hopefully uber buffed longbowmen are going to join the fight now. I don't know how well that's going to go. Some of my mages are retreating. That is... yeah, that's a rout. Shoot. Yeah, that's bad. Alright, so we've been beaten by the enemy force. We were outnumbered 2 to 1. Not having my mages on advance and cast definitely hurt. I lost a lot. Lady at Arms are a third of the price of a knight, and did almost as good as the knights did. That's definitely a problem, and I keep getting famine everywhere, which is awful. Okay. Anyways, Decan, is there any rule of thumb to how many mages to bring to buff a certain amount of units? So, early on, I personally don't like bringing mages to come out and cast the Area of Effect 1 spells. So something like Blur, in a pinch. Like if you have Sacreds rushing down on you, trying to take you out, and this is the only thing you have because it's early in the research, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? But I feel like their time or their upkeep is better spent researching to get the larger area of effect spells. Once you get these, the group whatever, group Blur, group Ironskin, group, I don't know, Barkskin. I think these are the spells that you start actually bringing your mages out. When you have armies made up of mundane troops, you probably need more mages because your mundane troops might not be as effective without a spell helping them. If you have sacreds, you might not need as many mages because maybe your bless is strong enough that that is enough to help you win the fights. But in essence, you want to bring as few mages as possible because as you see, like what's happening to me here, I have so many mages committed to fighting that my research is just awful. And then that's going to put me in this kind of vicious circle where I don't have the research for bigger spells, so I need to commit more mages to battle, which makes me not have the research for bigger spells. Um, Once you get to the more mid game, late game area, and you start getting like these battlefield wide spells, you're going to start bringing out less mages per army, but they're going to be better equipped with better bodyguards, with boosters, with protection items, with a lot more gems. And the reason is because you're often going to start having multiple armies. You're going to start having multiple armies running around to do things and cover more ground. Kind of like what I'm trying to do here, but I'm trying to do this with like mid-game magic. It's just because I'm not as good at fighting the AI as I am players, but I kind of feel like if I don't have these large multiple armies, then the AI just kind of swarms me. That's kind of the vibe I get, right? I'm probably, or I could be wrong on how that all works. Kind of sad I lost this battle here, though. I'm not going to lie on that one. Kind of miffed about that. I lost a lot of good mages. Okay, so we're definitely not doing more lore mistresses. Not for now. We definitely need these Feminie sorceresses just because they are quick to recruit. This is 167. Yeah, it was the supply preventing me from moving more north. Appreciate the input. Heck yeah, dude. Feel free, and this is to everyone here. Like, feel free to ask me whatever Dominions questions you guys want at any time. I will do my best to answer them, uh, regardless of what it is. If it has anything to do with this current game I'm in, whatever you guys got, I got you. I'm gonna send this army north. I mean, this one mage north, and everyone else is gonna go lick their wounds at my fort. Keep dropping some temples. I think my Pretender and the PD dump can defend Land of Plenty. Or maybe I should swap it. Maybe I have my Pretender in Mooforth. I'll leave him there this one turn. So that he can site search, and then I'll swap these. I'll move my army to the Land of Plenty, my Pretender to Mooforth. Because my army is going to synergize better with this PD dump than my Pretender will. We'll just move a few extra units there. We'll drop them off and then head back. But as a result of what I just saw, I do want these girls on advancing spells and see if they do some better things. Aura of Splendor is honestly not doing it for me. Group Luck is just that much better. So I wish I would have researched something other than Enchantment 6. Ooh, and we're at Construction 5. I could probably build something better and start maybe using these guys. I don't really have mages to do that with, though. So if I was going to give my dude better equipment, it'd probably be a miscellaneous item or a boot. This guy's got kind of good armor, shield, and sword already. He will need a helmet, which I can make. And via glamour, these dream spools are actually kind of cool if I combine them with maybe like Phantasmal Warriors or whatnot. But I feel like combining them with Illusory Army would be better. Maybe. What do you guys think? I just noticed that this is a map I've actually played on before. Yeah, this is Edwin by Primus, and it's he makes a bunch of really fantastic maps that are very pretty. They're all like hand drawn, hand organized, I guess, to fit into Dominions. Obviously, it doesn't have like the new cave layer, but this was from Dominions 5. This is good stuff. This was definitely good stuff. Ooh, a dancing trident could be good. Do you guys have 2 misc slots? Yeah, they do. These mirrors of trapped images are good for non-mage commanders that you might use. Oh, I'm out of glamour gems. Okay, for now that's good. We'll have these guys do their business soon. I'm still sieging over here. I'm gonna do the same thing, where if I can move as many units to my profit, is that the wisest move? Maybe not to my profit, maybe to one of these queens. Hold and fire. Stack one with as much crap as she can hold. Everyone does have bodyguards. Hold attack. It's just a big blob, but what that's going to let me do now is I can preach with everybody except you who will maintain the siege. Obviously, there's some siege strength I'm missing out on, but I need if I preach this to my scales, I can bring more units because these death scales and these cold scales are reducing the supplies so much I cannot bring any more army to help siege. And that is pretty darn annoying. Let's hit end turn. You remember it being at better than some maps, but running into problems where the 2 front runners in the game were on opposite sides of the map. Mm, did the map, I think I played it once, it was a very short game. Did the map have, does it support north-south wraparound? Or is it just left-right? I just went with default settings here, so I don't know even what the real settings are supposed to be. Holy shoot. Oh, the Dragon King is back. Remember I was concerned about poison and then I didn't build a poison resistance item? Yeah, I remember. I don't know if I win this. The question is, do I risk my pretender? I mean, it's my pretender and a lot of PD, but that PD might HP route my pretender. Huh. That's a that's an interesting one. And I can also snipe this fort from Joman, which is gonna be kind of funny. And I'm actually gonna try that. Because they shouldn't repair the wall. I could be in trouble if this army in Astinafia moves to Glade Woods. That could be a problem, but I'm going to risk it for the biscuit because it gets me a fort. And we're continuing to preach here, which is good. I kind of regret not giving myself that poison resistance item now that he brought his god back. Okay. drop these guys off and continue on with my merry day. And how's my research going? Going now into evocation. In conjuration, I honestly don't have much to even conjure with my gems, because I don't have any friggin' gems. Once I get to evocation, false horror is pretty nifty, and illusory army is really good when I combine it with the spool. So I am going to look forward to that one. And actually, this guy moving in, I'm going to give him the spool. It does nothing for him right now, but maybe I can give it to a mage after. Okay, now that I'm having money again, let's try to repeat our crystal sorceresses. We need to build this fortress. And we need to build or recruit more sorceresses because we need magic. Hello, Brelix. False Horror was pretty bad in Dominions 5, wasn't it? Yes. The only reason I used False Horror in Dominions 5 was when I was fighting when I was concerned that someone was going to do like a Winds of Death trap against me or something, where they have a mage kind of do something on turn 1, and then maybe they cast it before your flyers hit or something like that. And False Horror as a spell, obviously it's going to have its own cast time, which does make that kind of annoying. But the creature that it summons, it moves instantaneously. So what ends up happening, what's your research look like? 23? What does your research look like? 22. I'd rather fight with these gals. So what ends up happening is they instantaneously jump on the other guy, and maybe they send them home, or they just annoy them. Maybe they get really lucky with fear, and maybe they get really lucky with a fear effect and they rout them. In Dominion 6, however, the False Horror, it still has Body Ethereal, which is better now, mind you, because remember that a lot of players are not taking magic weapons anymore because it's very expensive and it's incarnate. Set you out to site search. Let's set you out to site search. Because it's expensive and incarnate. And so it's ethereal, it has a fear aura, and now it has multiple attacks that do false damage. And false damage it's an interesting one, right? So everything of it is a magic resistance to gates, so it does fall off a little bit once like anti-magic comes up, and it's not as great as you would expect versus thugs. But it can actually kill people. So like illusions in general, in Dominions 5 were just like bodies that existed, but they didn't do much. But in Dominion 6, like ghost wolves will kill shit. I have almost, by accident, in a random test game I was doing, I almost killed a monolith. Is this bitch assassinating me? I almost killed a monolith with ghost wolves, like off-script ghost wolves. Son of a bitch! He's using his assassins. Yeah, it's not gonna work out for you, girl. Huh. I didn't think the AI would do this. What's their patience like? Oh, shit. And they scale walls? Assassins are so good. So yeah, false horrors are pretty good now for the instantaneousness of their movement and the fact that they have like 3 or 4 false damage attacks. And they have the fear aura, which is really oppressive right now. So I like it. Thank God for bodyguards, because this is 100% a formation meant to come snipe your commanders. Bastard. You better run. Better run. Okay. That is good. Look at that. Flawless victory. Completely wiped. Phantasmal beasts are probably the better option. So, Flintlock is saying that if you're trying to smack things with false damage, Phantasmal beasts are the better option. So you're not wrong. Phantasmal... Oh, look at this guy. Being sneaky. That's fine. And then troglodytes, of course. I just put a temple here, so now I get trogs. But hey, this can technically prevent the enemy from doing things. I'm gonna go ahead and storm this castle now. Thank you. So if you're running something like Tir na Nog, it's best to rush Evocation in. Let me answer about the Phantasmal Beasts, and we'll get to that. Because Phantasmal Beasts have an interesting factor on them that I'm not sure if people have realized yet. Phantasmal Beasts are not, or phantasms in general, are not inanimate. Or I think they're mindless, yes. But they're not inanimate, meaning they come out and they are ethereal. And you can cast luck on them. And for anyone who's played Dominions 5 for a good bit of time, I'm sure you have found out how hard to kill something that is both ethereal and lucky can be if you do not have magic weapons. And that is a fantastic combo with the phantasmals, the phantasmal beasts. They will hold a line for quite a long time. The problem with the phantasms is that they're essentially like glamour elementals, which means you do actually spend gems to summon them. They are definitely a bit better than false horrors, though, for sure. But they also cost a gem, so it kind of makes sense that they're better, right? False horror does not cost a gem. You can just spam this. Pretty good. If you get like a lot of false horrors, oh boy. We'll actually try this. Let's get to Evocation 6 and we'll see what happens if I do like 10 mages casting false horror at once, right? So now back to Mildly Cringe on YouTube is asking, as Tir na Nog, is it better to rush Evocation? So I haven't played Tir na Nog in a hot minute. But Tir na Nog has very, very, very good Sacred Infantry, the 2-0 Warriors. So honestly, I would still say, even as Tir na Nog, go up Thaumaturgy. Like as of right now, my mindset, I haven't played a really like a strict Glamour Nation in a multiplayer game yet. So I could be wrong when I say this. But my thought right now is if you have a strong infantry unit, or even weak ones, honestly, but if you have an infantry unit that gets things done, for me personally, I feel like I want to go down Thaumaturgy first, just to get group luck, because group luck is really, really strong. And if you are Tir na Nog, you probably have some really good bless on your units, on your 2-0 Warrior Sacreds, and adding luck to make them even stronger is just extra value. So I personally, if I were to play Tir na Nog tomorrow, would rush Thaumaturgy 5 for group luck. After I do that, it might be worth going up Evocation depending on your research, because Wailing Winds is a spell you can cast very easily as that nation. And this is like the spell to cast if you have these paths. It was in Dominions 5, Wailing Winds is probably the most oppressive spell in the game. And it's been made a lot harder to cast now in Dominion 6 with the paths that it has. It's been moved to Evocation 7. I think it was Evocation 6. So it is a little bit weaker in 6. Honestly, I haven't encountered it yet. So I can't even say how much weaker. But I still think it can be very strong, especially if you combine it with other spells that reduce morale, because now morale has a more, I guess, visible morale loss effect. But the main thing that Wailing Winds is going to do is because it is targeting, and this is kind of like a nitpicky thing that I found out kind of like in the manual, and I think it reflects here too. So there's a difference now in Dominion 6 between Fear and Frighten. So when you trigger Fear on someone, that is supposed to do a morale check right there for them to actually retreat. When you do Frighten, and I think Blood Rain does a Frighten effect now. When you do Frighten, this does not trigger a morale check to retreat. Morale check negates is a big deal. I tried to use it on a Nabal in their capital and did literally nothing. Okay, so there is actually a way to resist it. Okay, yeah, then Flintlock, then you might be right then. If just having high morale maybe negates Wailing Winds, where the heck is it? That is good. Do you know No, I guess it's not a magic resistance check, so penetration gear wouldn't help. Hmm. Well, Flintlock. Hey, Brelix. I'm doing my best to narrate it. Ideally, in the future, I move over some people over to Twitch. Just because I feel like Dominion 6 is the only real, is one of the only games I think that are on my radar that is more played on YouTube. So if I want to branch out to other games, I think I need to be on Twitch in the future. Um, but I'm doing my best to kind of like keep everyone in the loop, right? So Flintlock is saying that he used morale or Wailing Winds against Naba on their capital and it did nothing. No. Everybody move to Twitch. Everybody move to Twitch. Watch my videos on YouTube. Watch my live streams on Twitch. um, yeah, I haven't used it in a game yet. I do have a game right now where I'm strongly considering empowering a Glamour Mage in air to cast Wailing Winds on loop. And it's even kind of neat because I can protect that Glamour Mage. It's very expensive at this point, right? With Simulacrum, which is kind of like Glamour Twiceborn. So that's something I'm planning on doing, and I hope I have better luck than you, Flintlock. I hope it ends up being good. Back to Mildly Cringe. Mildly Cringe is saying, so Evocation 5 could help making Banshees do assassin shenanigans with wolves, illusory army, with boosters and gems. Hell yeah. Dude, dropping illusory army on like an unsuspecting mage sounds freaking awesome. And you can do it. Oh, wait, no. Banshees are Glamour 2, right? They're not Glamour 3. So I guess you would do it for 2 gems. You can do illusory army. That's illusory army would probably be better than 2 phantasmal warriors. Probably. Yeah. If I did Tiernanog, I probably would initially lean to doing illusory army. If you end up doing that, Mildly Cringe, please let me know on one of these streams or on a YouTube video comment. Let me know how that works for you. Um, even if I don't know things, I love spreading out the knowledge as best I can. Help others figure out the cool stuff. Back to what the heck is going on here. So these troglodytes are a pain in the butt. They hit really hard. I can probably kill them with this King of the Lost Tribe, because he cannot be trampled if I send a mage to help buff him. And I don't know where that Jomini's army went. Hello, Marinon. Okay, that's going to get us this castle. That's going to get us this. I don't know if I want to just step right now onto Master Gibber is a water mage. I don't know if I want to step onto the Jomini's castle just yet. That sounds dangerous. Drop these off and dip. We definitely have too many units in this army, 2 mages. Okay. Maybe I temporarily clear out Sinkhole Swamp with my Pretender and move Yam up to the Land of Plenty. He does not really need a bodyguard. He can do whatever he wants. He's a big boy. He can defend himself. Actually, he can clear out Agartha, because against this many Vinemen, I think he should be okay. I'll still send him some help. Can a Glamour 1 do anything cool? Blur. True Sight. Luck. Okay, no, hold on. Yeah, let me send him a Glamour 1 mage. Okay, so put him in the back. We're going to do some like baby super combatanting. I think they fit in the same square, which is good. So he's going to fire shield. I don't think he can really buff anything else that's useful on himself. Just fire shield. Yeah, okay. So we'll do body ethereal. We will do luck. We can do mind blank. Oh no, mind blank is only on the caster. So luck, fire shield, gift of true sight. We're gonna do that test. I think we did find out actually that it didn't give you any extra dark vision, but we'll do it anyways. And I don't think blur is gonna do anything, but we'll do blur anyways and then retreat. And since they're in the same square, this should work. For future reference, if you are casting luck with your dudes, do keep in mind that this is probably the only buff or one of the only buffs that targets the lower hit point squares. So if you had these guys in separate squares, just know that luck probably would go on the mage and not the super combatant first. So you might need to cast it twice. Just food for thought there. Okay, and I think this guy should be able to solo clear out these Vinemen. I will snipe this fort. There's a Jomini's army in the distance. I don't know where it is, so let's make a scout. And I'm hopefully okay doing all this. Man, I swear, I wish I had more gems. I need to get more researchers, but I wish I had more gems. Okay, let's hit end turn. I'm going to take a moment to use the restroom while the turn rolls. I'll be right back. All right, I have returned. I see 3 magic sites. Great. Let me see. First, Brelix on Twitch. You always double the cast because you're terrified of them using the buffs on the mages instead of the SCs. I think luck is probably the only one that I know of that prioritizes like the lower hit point targets. The bigger concern, and I've seen this happen before, especially if you've seen Lucid's new casting too, is the mage is missing the buff because I didn't know that that was a thing that could happen. Garden of Bones. Um. Okay, buddy. Like, did he seriously think this was a good idea? Oh, buddy. How good was that Soul Slay, though? Just 12. Yeah, he's still muted, which is unfortunate, but yeah. Good try, little ninjas. Oh, this one did it in the dark, at least. Brelix, yeah, your buffs can miss, dude. Um, like I said, most of us probably don't use buffs a lot when they're area of effect 1, but they do have a precision value attached to them. And yeah, they can miss. Oh, the fact there's 2 battles on Agartha, that's not good, guys. Because that means that this chick was only present in one of them. Alright, so now this guy's lucky, blurry, ethereal. He is ready to go to town. This should be super easy for these Vinemen. Now we got some bugs, but they'll die to fire shields. Speed it up a little bit. Give a shout out for these little like the swirly effects and the disintegrate animations that came with Dominion 6. It's pretty cool. We see the dancing trident. It's kind of weird it doesn't show up like down here anymore, but yeah, this thing's pretty good. Attack value of 4 plus whatever he's got, so that's its chance to like repel. And it's pretty long, right? You can't, oh, you cannot repel it, and it's going to hit you twice around, so that's pretty damn good, I'm not going to lie. And that is a flawless victory. But I don't know if the next one will be, where Agartha moves out. He's got some crossbowmen, some cave knights. These can be a problem because this is an armor negating weapon if you fail the magic resistance roll. So they can be an issue, but since they don't have armor, they hopefully will die to fire shield, right? This is still pretty deadly of an incoming army. Just because, again, this is not like the craziest thug you ever did see, right? It's just some dude with fire too. Okay, good. 17 magic resistance. We're doing good here. Okay, the crossbows are a worry. This priest is going to stab some giant. I mean, more power to you, dude. Right? Ooh, I take a Banefire dart to the face. That is problems. Yep, that's enough to make him rout. Shoot. Well, as long as he routs successfully, that's okay. But yeah, the Banefire dart to the face. That'll do it, guys. Okay. Did he retreat? Okay, good. Good. We have a battle in Sinkhole Swamp. It's just my Nataraja beating up a bunch of troglodytes. And then I storm the fort at Ultima Delca. So, yeah, there's nothing in here. He has no magic leadership, so these guys are running. I honestly was expecting that if there was no magic leadership, that the blind fighters would disintegrate. Like, it makes no sense, right, for them to disintegrate, but I figured that would be like an easy thing, like a shortcut they would have made, so it's kind of cool that they actually run instead of just move. Yeah, this is super clean and easy. And voila, we have another fort, and it only cost me two mages. Only. Excellent, and this fort also has a throne. So we're going to grab that with my pretender who's in a swamp that probably can't make it. And we're going to move this army back now to... Hold on, let me reorganize these bodyguards a bit because they're looking kind of ugly. And we actually do need the bodyguards now that Joman is assassinating crap. Okay, cool. Let's move back to Agartha now. We can join it with this guy. There is Abyssia and their flaming stuff, but hopefully Erithea will protect us. Hopefully. How many thrones did I say? 11 points. Okay. This one is 3 points, right? Oh, this is also 2 points. Okay. Well, oh, wait. This dude is here. I can just claim the throne that way. Okay, that's fine. So we'll move Yam to Agartha. And Yam is a heretic, so he's going to help me bring down the candles in Agartha itself, which is pretty cool. My pretender, I don't really need him doing much here right this turn. I might need him later to kick Joman out of the water, because he's going to make these shark soldiers and dragons, and that's going to be a pain in the butt. And I do just want to scout beyond Dunvale to spot where the Jomini's army is going to be. How should I do this? Maybe I should just jump on it right now. And catch him out of position and just be risky. Take some risks. I don't think so. I think if I take risks, I'll do it next turn. Attack rear. Hold again. Maybe get some buffs. I think I'll attack him next turn, but I'll move into the Land of Plenty in case I get more supply in Agartha. And I should have more supply inside of Agartha, like sieging Agartha, because I have the fort right next to it, and that's going to extend a like supply line out. So yes, that should be okay. That should work for me. This gal was meant to build a temple right there, but I'm back to being poor because I'm recruiting a crap ton of units and very expensive mages. These sorceresses are no joke, so we're going to go back to recruiting lore mistresses. Just preach for this turn, and I'll come back for her eventually. Same thing here. Let's swap back to lore mistresses. Lore mistresses, they're not as consistent, guys, as the sorceresses, but they are significantly cheaper, research better, and have a chance at some useful cross paths. Like if you get a Nature 2 one, which is really what you want, that's really good. If you get a Water 2, that's really good. They're just useful and cheaper, which we want. But it definitely looks like I'm stabilizing a little bit, which is good. This is kind of, I think in the Paren game, it was kind of similar where I expanded somewhat decently, and then the Ice Giants just decided that they hated me. But eventually I kind of stabilized and pushed them back, and then that's when we can start doing some cool shit. That's when we do cool shit. Let's see. So we are still taking some assassination attempts. I mean, I don't remember if the AI in Dominions 5 assassinated. Do you guys? It's just a ninja toe, right? Yeah. He was trying to like climb up. I can imagine him trying to like stabbing his sword up the guy's body to climb up to the head to be able to like slit the throat or something. Didn't quite work. Oh, was this a massive battle? No. I mean, we'll give him props for equipping his mages. That's something I'm not really doing much. And yeah, you see here, supply usage, or supplies is 360. It was a lot less before. But that is still not enough for me to jump on the capital. So the lower throne itself should have some Dominion push. Not too much. It's only a tier 1 throne. That's not ideal. And then my pretender hanging around is also going to do the same thing. I'm a little hesitant to build the temple here on the coastline where I might get bamboozled, but that's probably fine. What do I do here with the supply usage? I can put 150 supply worth of troops there, which is kind of this army right here. Tech Mesa. You have 141 siege strength and 158 supply usage, or supply that you give out. I think I need to drop some units. If I like hand these out a little bit. Maybe how's the giants are 4.4. This is 1. Maybe I just take off like some of these. And now she consumes 150 supply. I still need a little bit more. There you go. I'm kind of like min-maxing right here. Okay, that should be okay. In theory. Meaning this army, I don't want them to necessarily sit here and do nothing, but I guess they can preach for a little bit. If you can't preach, I'm sorry. Just hang out for a little bit. Okay. We'll send them over here to preach as well, or to Akkerjib. And man, I have search glamour everywhere, and I'm really that unlucky. That's very unfortunate. Let's get one of these gals, and we'll move her to Akkerjab and Ultima Delka to site search those as well. Put these girls on auto. Put this girl on auto. And yeah, just keep stabilizing. And none of these guys, like this is ridiculous. They're all glamour and fire. I'm trying to get some earth paths going on here. This is all glamour and fire. At least they're good researchers. Let me set them to retreat in case there's some crazy like barbarian attack. I don't want them to die. And that's already happened once this game. That set me back a little bit. Okay. Cool. And the reason I'm making all of these abysses is because they are able to research up to candles, but obviously we're not using like all my candles worth of researchers in all the places I have labs in, right? And what that's going to let me do is bring a lot of more mages to come out and participate in the battles. Okay. They keep trying to assassinate our pretender with ill-equipped mages. Or ill-equipped ninjas. Oh shoot. Well, we found the primary Jomini's army, beating up some priests. I'm gonna say that these priests right here, these heretics, these are part of the Feminie effort. Let's let the white go away. Okay, so what do they have? Just a bunch of shit. If it wasn't for the Dominion score, I could totally just drop the Pretender on this and wipe it out. Okay, good. They're not. So this was a concern that I was having on just the Dominion's AI. There's not a lot of mages. I'm gonna have to check in with Lucid if I remember he had an AI no recruit mod, which prevented the AI from recruiting troops outside of forts. And I'm gonna have to check with him if he has that mod up to date for Dominion 6 because I don't like this. Like 764 troops is a lot, and this would be a lot scarier if it had, 10 mages in it instead of 1. That's kind of disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. Because we are like right now we're struggling, right? Because I don't have the craziest magic available to me. But we're gonna get to a point where I'm just gonna get some really wacky magic, and then just every fight is gonna be a stomp. And I don't know how much I vibe with that, you know? I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, 4 enemy candles there, 2 enemy candles here. Maybe I have him site search up here as well. I don't know. Where the hell is Joman's capital? Where's this man attacking me from? Oh, he's over here in this swamp. Yeah, that's honestly not a bad start for Joman. Like this is a good. I mean, it would be better if it wasn't on a swamp. Oh, no, well, it says plains. Okay, so that's fine. Because then it gives him like access to this little sea here, and he's got some territory to expand into. It's not a bad like start if it was a competitive game. So we got 400 siege strength. This will break eventually. That's going to get me some death, earth, and fire income because I can't site search to save my life. Our blood slave income is going high enough. We actually might be able to empower this guy kind of soon. Let me send one of my mages up here to Ultima Delca to build a lab in case I want to empower my pretender already, and maybe take a break of my regular research and come down to, what is it, Blood Feast? Yeah, Blood Feast. Blood Feast would take 80 slaves for me to get to. That'll take a few turns, but not too many. Because I need to empower this guy twice. He'll need to be a Blood 2. I just really hope he doesn't get attacked by horrors for doing that kind of shenanigans. Okay, let's keep going. Probably speed through some of these next few turns if nothing crazy happens and I'm just throwing around my my big army like a Morning Star. Maybe after I take a Garth, I can sit and research with them for a little bit, just get some more key spells out. I know we wanted to try the False Horror spam, so I'm excited to do that. Just because a lot of my mages can honestly cast it like fairly easily. The Sage Queens. I should probably, I don't remember if I have my capital set to double recruitment of them, but I should definitely go do that. And then we're going to start getting to like the stupid glamour spells, and then that's going to be extra fun. They have some dumb ones later. Oh, we've upgraded to 2 mages now in this army, which is good. Okay, I got discovered. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, this is a different army? Ooh, those are 2 different armies. Murias? Oh, no, no, no. Okay, that is the same army. Okay, that was scary for a second. Hello, pleated flotillas. Thank you for the offer, but I kind of want to build it on my own for a bit. So I'll see where that ends up taking me. But definitely, yeah, thank you for the offer. I can't afford the lab because I'm poor, but that's okay. Yeah, I am double recruiting the Sage Queens. Do that. Kid Pud. If I empower him, he could craft an item, but I don't think the blood items to craft. Let's double check. I don't think the blood items. It's Control Shift A. The one I would be looking for, yeah, the Blood Thorn is not until Construction 7. It's a bot, you're better off banning them. I honestly, Golden Boy, how do I even ban a bot? How do I ban somebody? Give me the unlimited power. Click their name, there should be a ban button. You can also do /ban username. Well, let's try that chat command again. /ban. /ban. Oh, here we go. Username. Depleted flotillas. Yoink. Hey, there you go. Thank you, sir, for that. Woohoo! Something worked. Oh, wait. Let me try the shout out again. I think the issue is I was typing it into Restream last time, and that's probably why it didn't work. So maybe if I type it directly onto Twitch like a normal human being, it actually works. Woohoo! Once more, everyone, Golden Boy is a good friend of mine, inspired me to start making my YouTube channel some long time ago. Now I'm on Twitch, and he's giving me a huge hand on setting things up once I'm able to actually join him. 110, I'm at 147. I still need more candles. Maybe if I preach with these, and maybe I don't send this one with Prado? What a name, Prado. And this should be 101 supply, which is just enough to stay under. The rest, I'm not going to leave them here patrolling because they might get attacked. I'll move them back to my settlement at Binov. And I will still continue to cry that I have no gosh darn glamour gems anywhere. Wow, this is a site searcher right there. Go do that. Edumacation? Yeah, dude, for all my techie studying, I am kind of bad at these Twitch and YouTube setup things. We found sites that they're not they're not glamour sites, which is what I'm looking for, but I will take what I can get. And we're definitely not going to get any candles in Joman. It's just the AI spams their temples. But we definitely should be doing a lot of damage to Agarthan walls now, and that's going to help us move forward soonish. Let's start empowering in blood and hoping I don't die to horrors. If I were to fight a horror, what do I need? I need more magic resistance. I need more hit points. I need better weapons. Technically, better weapons will help a lot. But let's start with a lightning spear is definitely a good start, but I need my air gems. Let's just start with the amulet of anti-magic right now. I just realized I've been muted for a second. Sorry about that. I was saying I was pretty much talking to myself on needing potentially better weapons to fight off a horror should I get attacked. To fight them off, I would need more hit points and magic resistance, and maybe a shocking spear, but I want to save my air gems so that I can empower a mage to air 2 and do things that way. We are soon to be at, yeah, our research queue is empty, so we need another target for glamour research. Do I have, we heard that you weren't muted? Oh, my mic was muted, so that was weird. Okay, sorry to repeat myself then, guys. While I've got your attention, what do you think should be my next research to leverage my absurd glamour and astral strengths? What would you what would you guys recommend? I know I wanted to do the false horror thing for the memes. Yeah, thank you, Meow Meow. I know we want to do false horror memes. What else do we want to try? I wonder if Aurora Borealis got fixed. That's one of the silly spells. Charm is really good. just so that I can like slowly expand my army. Charm is really good, as is Battle Fortune. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Battle Fortune is that it's 2 gems, but I think since I'm pretty sure I have Lucid's Mod on. Yes. There are other glamour boosters that I can leverage to get more gems. I think they're just in construction. They're in a different level of construction. Let's find out. I know there's a shield. Yeah. There's a cool shield with Lucid's Mod. That'll give me 2 gems. That's construction 7. I think there's a helmet as well. The Terrafoil. That's Glamour Earth. Get the rainbow for more luck and gems. Golden Boy, do I have infinite mod slots? Um, on Twitch? The rainbow for more luck. So, actually, Meow Meow, there is a game I am in, and I do want to cast rainbow. I don't think on this nation, with how I'm kind of currently set up, it's going to help much because I did take Misfortune 2 scales, which I normally hate doing. So rainbow will just move me to a net neutral. I mean, which is, I mean, that's still good, but I won't really benefit a lot from the main draw of Celestial Rainbow, which is the protection from hostile spells, where people can't do like magic phase teleportation onto me. They can't do like flames from the sky. But I do definitely have a multiplayer game where I kind of want to do Celestial Rainbow before the game ends. Uh, I think it will put me at luck 4 in that game. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can go up more and give it a shot, and it is single player, so I can aim for it. I don't know if I can do a straight shot toward it right now, though. That also generated glamour gems. Oh, it doesn't, but how about we do Gates of Horn and Ivory? That's the one that generates glamour gems, and I can definitely get that one. Yes, because I have a glamour 4 mage somewhere, and she can cast this, and that's gonna get me charm. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do Gates of Horn and Ivory. Thaumaturgy 7. Can't wait to finish taking out Agartha, and then that's gonna give me so much money. Let me preemptively send a non-aggression pack to Marignon. Once I get to construction 7, I can start using this King of the Lost Tribe. Um, and he can do some really cool stuff because with a Astral Hat, he can actually do magic phase attacks. And with Astral Magic, he can both protect himself with Body Ethereal and Astral Shield, and again, roll out and do cool stuff. But that's why I'm kind of keeping him in my capital where he's going to be safe. Okay, we successfully empowered ourselves in blood, and we did not get horror marked, which is good. Oh, apparently we we dom killed Agartha, so there's gonna be no major battle there, unfortunately. He looks just like me, my son. Badass beard, giant stature. To be fair, Brelix, I don't think we're gonna have a major battle anyways because we've kind of abused the AI enough to make them break siege that I don't think there was gonna be anything inside. Once we go into Joman, I expect us to some shit's gonna go down because he had a massive army, and I hope he didn't lose it all just um, going out to fight Vedheim. And like he hasn't attacked me or messed with me in a little bit, which is kind of weird. Okay, let's risk a second empowerment. And hopefully again we do not piss off the horrors and we're able to blood feast and finally clear these afflictions. Lucky for you, the Agartha. Oh, hello, cookies. I talked about you earlier in the stream. Took a bit. Lucky for me that Agartha didn't pillage his cap like a friendly Agartha I know. Wait, what happened? What friendly Agartha was it? Ballin? I bet you it was Ballin Stalin, wasn't it? I don't have the glamour gems to waste. I'm gonna take this throne regardless of what it is. It wasn't Ballin, but Ballin was in that game. Ballin is famous for burning his shit to the ground. Honestly, I should get this girl to do Simulacrum on herself. I don't have the glamour gems to do Gates of Horde and Rivalry, but I have all these Astral Pearls I'm not really using. So maybe I just do that. I feel like Eyes of God would be a good thing to cast in a normal game, but that's probably going to break my computer. I am fully site searched in Glamour and Astral. Okay. Okay, let's just focus, I guess, on the siege now. It should be broken next turn, and then I attack Gartha. So let me actually do this now. Let's go and take Glade Woods. Can you actually reach? Let's take Estenophia. Body Ethereal. Let's do Luck. And let's do Body Ethereal, Luck, and then what? Just Retreat, right? Can do Blur. Body Ethereal, Luck, Blur, and Retreat. And then we'll just get a small army, some knights, and we'll move to the next province over with the knights. Let's get like, what, 10 knights? 10 knights, and we will... Ooh. Let's get 10 knights with this person. Holding it closest, and she will spam False Horror, just so we can get a look at... Let's do one Illusory Armory and then spam False Horror, just so we can get a look at what they look like again, because it's been a hot minute since I've used them, and I want to make sure they're as good as I remember. Send these gals out. Now, we are going to set another army down here. Yeah, this looks good. Let's make sure everyone has their bodyguards. Holding fire. Everyone's got their bodyguards here. Okay, put that hold and attack army there. And let's roll out down here. Yeah, this is probably fine. And what spells are we going to cast? Well, I want to keep spamming the False Horror thing. Just to see if it does anything. And if it fails epically, then, well, we blame Ballin anyways. Or we blame Grippa. We haven't blamed Grippa in a hot minute. Let's have these guys in separate squads for safety reasons. And you cannot actually do False Horror, so what I want you to do is stick to Group Luck. And then Advancing Spells. Do a Phoenix Power and Advancing Spells at the end. And since False Horrors are really long range, we'll keep everyone really far back. And that's probably okay. Cool. Let's drop a Savant. Okay, probably don't need her preaching too much anymore. They're all out researching. Okay. And I think we are good to go now. Heck yeah. Let's check. It wasn't Ballin, but Ballin was in that game. At the end of the rainbow is another great glamour spell, lots of gold. Wait, what? Burning stuff to the ground seems very on brand for Ballin. Yeah. From the first game I met him, he did that as Gath, I believe. Wait, Meow Meow, at the end of the rainbow gives a lot of gold? I have to look at that. What is that? Yes, look, did not get horror marked. For just in case for those who don't, when you empower in blood, you always have a chance of getting horror marked, and that is bad. Every turn? What do you? Wait, Brelix. What the hell was happening here? Hold on, I need to look at the spell again. Let me let's make sure let's not spoil ourselves to like the results of the battles, but I need to look at that spell. I thought at the end of the rainbow was just like a scrying spell. What the heck? I've been poor for so long, and I could have just been doing at the end of the rainbow? Okay, that's good. Okay, so this one we were doing Illusory Army. Yoink. Very nice. Kind of whatever. Yeah, and you see illusions are inanimate, so they cannot be lucky. But phantasms are not lucky. Okay, so now we're going to get a false horror. Here is our false horror, who has now been harassed immediately. Is also inanimate, good to know. But it has this fear aura and has 2 phantasmal claw attacks. Gotcha. So, okay, so this scenario right here is already kind of a good use case for false horror, because note that it separated the enemy army. Now, obviously, this is like a tiny barbarian army that we don't really care about, but like think of it in a larger game. Separating an enemy army like this could drastically change the outcome of a battle. And I think I'm tuckered out now because Illusory Army is it's a very fatiguing spell. False horror probably didn't help right after. Get another one going. Okay. So both flawless victories, which is good. And we did breach Agartha, which should be empty inside. So I'm just going to storm it with one chick. Leave someone outside just in case. And let's look at the spell that you guys are talking about. Okay, you're talking about, yeah, Celestial Rainbow. So Celestial Rainbow, again, I want to cast this. I have a real game I'm in, or a real game. I have a multiplayer game that I want to cast Celestial Rainbow in. In this one, I don't think it's going to do much for me other than remove my Misfortune 2, which, honestly, that already is kind of good, right? And, well, I guess 700 is 1,200. So you know what? Yeah, screw it. After Thaumaturgy 7, let's do Celestial Rainbow. And on the way there, I do want to test Wailing Winds, Shimmering Fields, and Aurora Borealis. These are, yeah, this works out, guys. Let's get up to Celestial Rainbow. It's gonna take a hot minute to get there, but that's okay. Okay, let's move all these here. What event is going on here? Something with adventurers. Okay, I mean, well, sucks for them. Storm the castle, leave someone outside. Auto searcher. Doing that. Let's do just like a build a garrison over time kind of deal. Site search here. Ooh, Yam has increased valor. Did illusory attack get buffed at all, or is it the same? I think illusory attack. So illusory attack got buffed in the sense that illusions do actually kill people now. We can try this out as well. We can definitely give it a shot as well. Skull Smashers is useless. Celestial Apostates is still strong. The Whispering Legion sounds pretty good, but I'm poor. I don't know if Yam would be able to single-handedly beat up a bunch of... You guys can't tell, but I'm face palming right now. Because my god is muted, even though he empowered to Blood 2, he is still considered Blood 1. I need to empower a third time. And I guarantee you this third empower is going to horror mark him. Son of a bitch. So definitely can't see it. Here's the sound effect, I think. Facepalm. Fucked up on that one. Well, I mean, this gives me another turn I can get him better equipment, right? Ooh, a Flesh Eater. That'd be a good one. Whispering Legion is good for Sport Storms and raiding underwater. Dude, no Blood Booster, no. The best Blood Mage I have is this guy, who I forgot to Twiceborn, so let me send him home to Twiceborn him real quick. And maybe when he's there, he can summon a Revenant to help him site search. I got this guy through an event. Right now, Cookies, since you weren't on earlier, I've got the Lower Throne and the Throne of Chains giving me a combined 9 slaves per turn income. Empower your Circle Master and have him make the booster give to your god. That is a lot safer. So if you guys don't mind, let me do that. Let me get to Construction 7 so that I can do that instead. That's a lot safer and a lot better of an idea. And when it comes to Cookies, when it comes to death summons doing underwater stuff, give me like a few months until you get to my next multiplayer series after Mikone. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, you're going to see a lot of underwater shenanigans. It's going to be so fun. Okay. Okay, I haven't empowered in Blood below level 4 in Dominion 6. I've always started with Blood 4 and went from there if I empower at all. Never gotten Horror Mark, so I was convinced only Horror Marked off the first one. Uh, I don't recall because I don't... No, I do empower a lot from Blood 2. Like, Blood 2 to Blood 3 is like a major empowering step for a lot of mages. I don't know the chances. That's something maybe we can call in the Loggy Brigade for in the future. And he will give us better information. Well, hopefully this army moves into Glade Woods. What about Astanafia? I would like to clap this army with my Pretender, but I'm concerned about the candles in the provinces. Going Construction 7 will help a lot, because then I can get some better items than what I currently have, which what I currently have is mostly garbage. This gives you way too much encumbrance. I also have awful boots, but let's take a moment and solve some of these problems if I can. This is a fantastic thug item. It did need to have 15 invulnerability attached to it, but like, fantastic. I should have made Earth Boots a long time ago. If I could ever get an Earth random on these Sons of... Yeah, I don't have any useful randoms to... Oh, ooh, water too. Perfect. I don't have water gems, but I can make them. Do a blue dragon scale mail. Less encumbrance, decent armor. Might still get me killed. With this guy, if I don't summon a thing, I can give my pretender a Wraith Sword. Okay, no, I just need to... I'm going to give him new items next turn. He's going to forge Earth Boots right now. And he's going to get a better kit next turn. This army, I wanted to put into Dun Vale, but I don't know if this army, especially if I'm memeing with False Horror, is going to actually win a fight. At least I'm honest. Uh, group Blur seems kind of useless to me. Let's not do Illusory Army, let's do Twilight instead. And that's gonna like power up all of my Glamour Mages. I don't know what the heck they're gonna do after they've been powered up like that, but better than Blur. Let's assume we're gonna have a big fight here next turn. Okay, that seems like a safe-ish province to stand in. Maybe we can move everyone over one. This gal, we definitely need to move out. Did Illusory... Whoa, something's going on with my restream. If anything, it's fatigue reduction. Charm with path pen boost? Yeah. Yeah. We will not have charm next turn unless I reshuffle my mages. 36 research. We still won't have charm. Yeah, I won't have charm this turn. Huh. Is it worth running back? Because like these Jomini's troops here are not even worth charming, right? And actually, I'm gonna need a communion soon. So let me move some of these mages. Let me... I guess let me do nothing this turn. Let me storm the castle this turn and fall back. So that I can get, actually, have Charm, Mass Confusion maybe, and Gates of Horn and Ivory, which I don't have the Glamour Gems to cast. 60 pearls? Or 60? And I still need to make this... Okay. All those Astral Gems are about to turn into Glamour Gems. And we're going to cast Gates of Horn and Ivory very soon. I am kind of miffed I don't have a single Earth random here. But eventually, with Gates of Horn and Ivory, I can empower my god in Glamour and get him to summon Blue Caps. I think that's going to be easier than me empowering into Earth. Yeah. Oh no, not another alchemizing. It's happening again. Yes, guys. Once more, I am treating my gems awfully. I could potentially cast what's the spell called? Stellar Focus. Get more Astral Pearls. I mean, any other gem. I've got the mages for it, and I've got the Earth Astral Path random. Son of... Is it the water too? Okay. I mean, this is still a good mage. Like, I'm still kind of miffed about this, but like, what the crap, Joman? Where did you go? 4 candles. I could probably beat this with 4 candles, but I shouldn't have put such a big PD dump in the Glade Woods. Because he's not going to want to attack it. Okay, let's do a Wraith Sword for my Pretender. Let's like super gear up. I hate Efficiency 2, Zan. I'm with me. Oh man, Brelix, I have had so many discussions on Discord with people because I'm just not a. There are some players in the Dominions community that are like, they really, really nitpick the numbers. And if they're off by like 1% efficiency, it's, oh no, you can't ever do that. And I was like, man, I'm the type of player, I really don't care to go that far. I just kind of ballpark it and I hope for the best. And man, that bothers a lot of people. I just kind of go like, well, it worked for me. It works on my PC. Stellar Focus, aka 5 Glamour Return. I mean, yes, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Look how I've doubled my research overnight by not committing mages to fight. That's insane. Um, that's gonna get us research real quick. But now, should I? Stellar Focus at already having Magic 3 is scary. Well, so technically, if you want to be efficient, right? Yeah, if you and False God is bringing this up, he knows what I'm gonna say. Um, Stellar Focus technically is very anti-synergistic with Feminie because Feminie wants to have dispersed researchers like these gals here, these abysses, spread out. And Stellar Focus is drain one worldwide. So every province gets -1 research. So a lot of other nations would actually just kind of like get all of their researchers and stack them all in one province. And Feminie can technically do this too, right? Feminie doesn't have to do this abyss strategy. They can actually spam savants. And then you just kind of like get all of your mages and stick them all in the one province that you did Stellar Focus into. Keeping in mind that, and you are uniquely suited to do this as Feminie as well, you may need to cast. I don't know where it is. You may need to cast this spell called Void Pattern Labyrinth. Can somebody help me remember where the heck it is? Because when your magic scales are above 3, here you go, False God is on point. Enchantment. Here it is. When your magic scales are above 3, so like 4 and 5, which they will be if you are playing Feminie properly, and you cast Stellar Focus, horrors might come in and eat your people. So you might need to do this to prevent your dudes from getting horror marked. Um, I don't, for what it's worth, I don't think it protects you from the horror mark itself. So you might not want to do this in your capital because you might not want to horror mark all of your Sage Queens. But it will prevent the horrors from actually coming down and eating your shit. Which, and also on the note on horror marking and how it works, if your mages are just researching, it's a very small chance of getting your dudes getting eaten. But if your mage is casting a ritual or forging an item, depending on how many gems go into that, they have a greater chance of getting eaten. Magic scales and luck also play a factor. Not too big of a factor, but like having high misfortune gets you eaten more often than having high luck. At least in Dominions 5, this was the case. On that note, I'm thinking I was saying right now that I'm gonna craft all these items for my pretender and like juice them up, and then maybe juice up these Lost Tribe Kings. But Construction 7 is right around the corner, and there's gonna be better items. But like, what items am I actually gonna make at Construction 7? That's a great question. Let's see. Let's theorize a kit. Let's hit Control Shift A. At Construction 7, what armor would I be giving my pretender? I like the idea of the elemental armor, even though it is high encumbrance and lower protection than what I'm currently wearing, but resist everything is nice, but he has native fire resistance, so he doesn't need that. Armor of Knights got nerfed to Oblivion. I don't want ice protection. That's too low armor. Regeneration might be good. but it's also very low armor. And this one is the opposite, where it's not very low armor, but it's extremely heavy. Um, Brightmel Harbor is fantastic. I can't craft this though. I don't have the paths. This would probably be the best one to do, but it's very expensive. But whatever. It's going on like my one of a kind Titan, right? Nerfed into being okay. So False God is saying Armor of Knights was nerfed into being questionable. Yeah, kind of. The displacement armor is pretty decent. It gives you displacement. Oh, yeah, displacement is pretty good. Uh, I don't think on a super combatant. No, all attacks get a -5 penalty to their attack skill. Um, I don't think on a super combatant by itself displacement would be good. On like a thug that's maybe raiding, yes. If you combine displacement with say a vine shield that hopefully doesn't break, or whatever these boots are, and maybe awe. I think there's a shield here that gives awe. If you combine awe with the displacement and something like the vine shield or the graspy boots, that would be really strong actually. Um, because on its own, you're going to get harassed down to 0 defense anyways. So even though your enemies will take a -5 to their attack skill, you having 0 defense means you're getting hit anyways, right? But if you stop them from attacking, like by awe or vine shields or whatever the heck, or astral shield actually, my pretender can do astral shield. Let's do it. Let's do this displacement armor. This is why we're playing single player, right? We're gonna fuck around and find out. Okay, so we're gonna give him that displacement armor. I want to give him the boots of the messenger. Just for that extra 1 reinvigoration. And I do have conjuration, so is he doing earth power? He is. Good. Awe plus astral shield plus glamour shield is pretty insane, honestly. Yeah, probably. Um, I don't I don't think it will let me give him a two-hander and 2 shields. Although his slots say that I should be able to, right? That would be a construction 7 thing. So for now, I mean, he's just going to have that, and I'm going to preempt something here. I'm going to craft a ice helmet. I'm going to craft an ice helmet right now because my pretender already has fire resistance, and there's a tiny chance that Joman comes in and like frozen hearts his ass. So let's give him an ice helmet. Singing Blade might be a good weapon to get. Oh, I have wanted to use the Singing Blade, and I haven't. I have wanted to use this thing. Okay. We're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna do a Wraith Sword. We're gonna do a Singing Blade, and we're gonna do the shield that grants awe. A Shield of Gleaming Gold. That's gonna be the Pretender's kit. And for the body armor, he's gonna have the displacement armor, the ice helmet, the boots of the messenger. He will need a. He does not. He's gonna have a shock weakness. And we can cover that. We don't have Earth Nature, unfortunately, not yet. So for now, the only way to cover a shock weakness would be a Storm Spool, which is, I mean, it's going to synergize with everything anyways, right? Because that's when he's going to get hit, he's going to stun the person who hit him. Yeah. This is all coming together, guys. Cool. And honestly, this is like what's going on in my pretender. I still have 2 other like super combatants I can use, or like thugs. Let's be honest. These guys are more really strong thugs than super combatants. They need a lot of help too. be a super combatant. I forgot to rename Yam, which is unfortunate. We do have Meow Meow over here, who's ready and waiting to just be like this badass. Okay, so we've got Agartha now. We're gonna build a temple, and we're gonna turtle up for a bit because I want to do stupid shit with Construction 7 and Thugs now. You guys got me excited. Your cool ass kits. Let's see, what time is it? It's 9:30. Yeah, drinking that soda definitely helped. I still feel like I got some energy, but I will do a hard stop at around 10 p.m. So 30 minutes from now, because I do gotta work tomorrow. Two-handed sword with two shields seems doable. They would be super combatants if they ate people like their Melkart ancestors did. Yeah, if they do Hell Power. I mean, heck, let me make sure this is on my video list. People had asked me a long time ago how to do Hell Power Thugs. Let me make sure that's on my video list. Yeah, Hell Power Super Combatants is there. Good. Ooh, you fucked up. You walked into my dominion? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Super dead. Super dead. Okay, let's do that. This one, this one, this one, and this one. It's unfortunate to not be using the other slots. So, just give him this. I mean, it just happens to be a thing that I have, right? Alright, let's fuck these guys up. What's our script? Ethereal, Iron Skin, Earth Power, Temper Flesh, Action. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm so lucky that he can still teleport despite being muted. Are you able to use two shields even with the extra slots? Real Homo Sapien asks on YouTube. Let me... once I hit Construction 7, I'll craft multiple of the shields and find out. Oh, actually, the False God has tested it. He said it equips it anyways, which is really good. Oh man, I'm supposed to be casting Gates of Horn and Ivory, guys. I'm using all my glamour gems on equipment. Um, what's half of 133? 65? 66? I mean, all right. Dark Side Cookies, the False God. Turn away. Don't look. Don't look. Infinite power. It's centered on a single province, but this is probably fine. Probably. Turn away. Don't look. It's gonna hurt. Avert your eyes. Okay, so we've got that coming out, which is gonna be good. Okay, that army is gonna get wiped the hell out. The False God says the shields don't stack though. You try two of the Gleaming Gold. Well, that's just items in general. False God. They won't stack the same benefits. There used to be a trick you can do in Dominions 5 if you had the 3 miscellaneous slots that if you stagger the items, they would actually stack. I don't know if that's gonna work with the arm slots. And hello, Slayer. How you doing tonight? Uh, Let me do this. Let me make some bags of wine, because we're going to need some large armies, and then we're going to march out to Dunvale. And we're going to capture that with one army, and we're going to be annoying with the other army. Yeah. What other things can I be doing with Thaumaturgy 7, by the way? Like in combat. Enslave Mind, I mean, okay, I guess. Battle Fortune eventually is fine. Mm. Yeah, no. Thaumaturgy is mostly for glamour. No worries there. And Agartha, we get pale ones. Siege strength underwater. Siege strength underwater. Oh, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna get some pale ones, and we're gonna kick Joman out of the sea. We're gonna wipe out their armies with my Titans because I don't think they're gonna be smart enough to handle them on their own. And then we're gonna siege. Yes, and we're gonna siege their asses down. We're gonna siege them down so good. Okay, Sam Coleridge. Let's leave that garrison there. Move into Agartha. Antiope. Move down to Agartha. Do I need other items for my mages, like in general? I don't think so. Do I have an option of getting a Fire 3 random? I do. I can technically get Fire 3. It's very unlikely. And I'm kind of poor again, because I'm making all these troops. How big is this army? 264 siege strength is not quite enough. But I'm also not really summoning. Yeah, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Your combat option is wishing you researched a different school. Listen, we're playing Feminie Darkside. Our primary combat crap is astral magic and glamour magic. And where do you find like the good spells of those? You know it. You know that it's thaumaturgy. Although I think Astral Fires is looking pretty good lately. I think Astral Fires is looking pretty good lately. You could flood the battlefield with illusions using the Temp Gem Glamour Spools. Yeah, give one to every mage and then have them do Illusory Army. Hell yeah. We have a little bit of a backlog though. We need to have a fight where I spam False Horror. Just to see what happens if I'm jumping like 10. Okay, so hold on. Let's take it on this. And I know I'm sticking to the false horror thing just because I think it would be funny. So false horrors cost 10 fatigue at Glamour 3. I'm going to have Twilight autocast, make everyone Glamour 4, so it's going to be a 5 fatigue spell. I will have 10 to 20 mages casting it 5 times each. I don't know. I have high hopes for it. Nice. Pretty even values. Okay. Oh. So for our YouTube people, Twitch chat, we have Relics and Zalera both saying that Astral Fires, they've used it before and they can confirm that it is very good. So I guess we're gonna add it. Let me start writing these down. So we have, I want to do False Horror spam. I want to do Celestial Rainbow before the game ends. Maybe next week. I want to do Astral Fires. Astral Fires, what I remember it being really good at before even looking at Dominion 6 stuff, is it has a very long range and a very wide area of effect. And it's magic penetration, which I do have the bless for, right? And then Illusory Army spam, which includes the Magic Phase version. I think Cookies wanted to see that one. But obviously I'm hemorrhaging Glamour Gems because it's the late age. So this Gates of Horn Ivory is going to help a lot. Especially because I might not need as many giants for a little bit. He doesn't need that. He has a good helmet. Oh, no, he has no helmet. Hmm. How does one kill a lot of barbarians? Fairly easily with this guy. He will fatigue himself out because he doesn't have fire shield. This guy, there's no way. There is a way. Holy crap! That is some distance. Okay. Swamp of Solitude, right? Okay. So I don't want to deal with these with a real army, so what we're going to do is send this person. We're going to do AoE 1 Misform, Body Ethereal, and get the hell out. Run away. And that's probably enough, right? So we're already going to go up Evocation. That's going to give us illusory attack, which is one of the things we want to test. I got another affliction. That's fine. We're at 45 blood slaves, which means next turn I can empower this guy, and he will craft us the knife. Cool. Got another freaking affliction. God damn it. Someone asked some time ago what Joman's Bless was. Joman just has a water-breathing natural protection bless. It's not really as exciting as the flying fire shield bless Agartha had, right? What else you guys talking about? It's changed to Dominion 6. That's the Astral Fire spell. Let me pull that up. Difficult to negate with magic resistance at an area of effect 1, 10 armor negating damage. That is actually really strong. Difficult to negate, I think, is versus 12 or 16. And then I have the Thingamadodger. I have the penetration bless, and then I can build more penetration items. And then the big area of effect is also armor negating, but this is just regular magic resistance negates. How did the Joman Bless make it in? It is a sad, yeah, it is a very sad bless. Yeah, Astral Fires looks good. I'll give it a shot. Lock Carnelia on YouTube. How's it going, Krusty Crew? How good are the Giants Feminie gets? The Giants Feminie gets are very, very, very good. They are the best troops the nation can get by far. They're very, very good. And they're not expensive. I think they're 3 gems each. Which, I mean, okay, hold on. They're not expensive normally, but, like, for the late age, I guess it's kind of expensive. You get a strong thug that could potentially super combatant, and 15 very, very good units on a nation that has access to a lot of very good buffs. So that's kind of like the thing. It's like on their own, they're kind of okay. I'll flash them up in a second for you. Let me just spam no more. I had some giants in this army. So the giants kind of look like this, and it's so Locke, it's kind of just a fat sack of hit points with the stats are reduced because they're in darkness. So yeah, it's in darkness, so keep that in mind. +3. So 13 attack skill, 16 defense skill. Their weapon gives you another +2/+2. It's a magical weapon. They have 2 attacks. They're fire resistant. They have Fear of the Flood, which kind of sucks, but like their morale is already kind of high, so like that's okay, right? The issue that they might run into is and they can share a square with a human. That's kind of important, both on the commander for giving him buffs, and for the actual regular giants because you can fit them in a square with either your sacred unit if you have a good bless, or the lady at arms. The one thing that they have is that they do have Need Not Eat, which is really good, but they are gluttons, so that means that they don't play nice with other units. Their supply usage is 5.5 per body. Regular human is small. Yeah, they starve the rest of your army, yes. Which, I mean, as Feminie, you can kind of handle by pretending to get your people drunk. Because can't you make... pretending to get their people drunk. Can't you make this thing the never-ending keg of mead? So it's like, okay, some of you get mead, the rest of you, just let's play pretend, okay? Let's have some tea parties. The cons, you say that it seems hard to access, but the range and precision are really nice. For normal nations, Astral Fires is hard to access. For Feminie, all of your capital mages can pretty much do this. And a lot of your other mages can do it kind of easily too. Mostly your capital mages that they're all Astral 3 Fire 1, every single one can do this, especially if you cast Light of the Northern Star or do a communion. But I'm not, if you're looking for communion content, I'm not really your guy for big communions. I like doing small communions. So like I would consider getting these crystal sorceresses and having them do a small communion to cast maybe some sort of air magic. Um, maybe something like Arrow Fend or like the big misforms or something. But I probably wouldn't communion like these mages because I don't feel that they need to, right? They're already badasses and you can just give them a booster. Give me a second. Okay, cool. Sorry, just taking a second to hydrate. Make sure everyone is researching, and let's beat the crap out of some Jominis. I'm curious, what's the Vedheim plus? Fate Weaving and Vulnerability Blur. I mean, that's actually kind of good on the Remvedi. That's actually pretty good. If you don't have cold resistance, you're going to be in a bad spot because I think cold resistance 5 is going to have a bad time against 6 Vedi per square, or 5 Vedi per square and Shadow Blast. 5 Vedi per square and Fate Weaving. Okay, I gotta be careful with Nether Darts because it will feeble mind your target. So no pretenders against Vedheim. Are we at construction 7 yet? No, next turn. Let me write down here. I want to test the pretender kit at Cont 7, which is going to have the Singing Blade, all shields, and then I believe he already has the displacement armor. Yeah. Okay. Let's march out with these gals. Bring this guy. And let's see. I don't need this chick to come with me because we already have this one dude doing Divine Blessing. And I want to test the False Horror spam first. This may bite me in the butt because I'm risking my army. But okay. Yoink. I don't think I need these girls coming with me to do Body Ethereal. I don't think that's going to be necessary. They can keep researching. Do I need more commanders? Or more bodyguards? Some I do. Okay. So everyone else, False Horror, except this one, which is going to do Twilight, followed by False Horror. Twilight, False Horror. One thing I could potentially do as well is if I turn off the lights, the False Horrors can see in the dark. But then I lose the bonus to Glamour Magic. Welcome back, Merely Fish. Yeah, we'll be going for another 15, 20 minutes. I drank a soda tonight, so I do actually feel like the sugar gave me a good amount of energy, which is nice. This army down here, I actually kind of want another of these little storm spools, or not storm spool, but whatever the hell this thing is called, that gives me the temporary glamour gem so I can cast Twilight. And let me make a few more of them so I can cast like a bunch of Illusory Army. That's great because you need to go to bed in another 15, 30 minutes. Yeah, technically me too. Technically. I don't think I can because I did promise I was going to do one of my multiplayer turns tonight, and I have not done that. What else would I need to make this army down here successful? We've given them food. They're gonna have their little auto booster. This water mage should be like site searching things. A water too? Yeah, she should. Let's take this flame staff off because we don't have a really big fire mage here, but we do have a fire mage down here, and she'll do fire mage things. And then next turn, oh, we don't hit construction 7 next turn anymore because I'm marching out. But I need to march out. So it is what it is. Right? Yeah. Where is this army going to go? This army is going to go... do I want to attack Vedheim? This army would go to the halls. You need to do it and bully Balin. Balin still hasn't done his turn? Hold on. Let me go send him a message real quick. I thought I was holding everyone back. Balin. Sure. Wait, hold on. Let me double check. The slowest splits. Yeah, this has not done their turn. Balin, do turn. Oh, wait. And today I have to do like a real turn too. Yeah, maybe I do push it to tomorrow, guys. Sorry, False God and Darkside Cookies. I might actually push it to tomorrow. Okay, so you've chosen death, right? My pretender's here, right? No. That's a lot of moose. I mean, 2 melee attacks. I mean, 4 melee attacks a square and 2 ranged attacks. I mean, it's not awful. It's a lot of hit points, but like, that's a lot of moose. This is dangerous. I mean, that is a lot of moose, but can they kill trolls? I don't think they can. So like this Ice Drake was going to be scary, but it needed to stand behind the moose. Because all of these guys are cold resistant. It'll still kill them. 8 hit points, but like, it running to the front like that, it's just going to get its shit clocked in. Yeah. And then the moose just run? That's it? Oh, Jesus. Trolls are pretty good. Wait. Oh, no, that's because this is the mercenary squad. We didn't even see the moose charge. The moose don't charge. The moose are like cavalry archers. Or they're more like archer platforms. Trolls are pretty good. They cost upkeep, which sucks, but I mean, we have more gold in Dominion 6 now, don't we? So maybe trolls are good again? I've used them before. Regeneration, decent protection, and like body of theory on them. This fire resistance is just, it'll never go away. Hmm. Maybe for consideration. Oh, hello there. Yes, he donated his one virgin. Hello there. Look at this asshole. You better run. That's pretty funny. He just got shot by an archer. Oh, there's supposed to be some barbarians down here, but I will take the free fortified city. Let's get that set up. Let's get a free fortified city set up. Oh, it's already got the temple, so no, we're good. Let me just make the temple here, or the lab, I should say. Oh, I see. I moved everything to Glade Woods. No, I was supposed to keep the false cookie god. Oh, whoops. Dang. I wasn't supposed to do that. Okay, we'll move this army down here. Knowing the AI that might move into this sinkhole swamp and attack me. So I can march out there to meet them. I doubt they'll go into move forth. Oh no, wait, my province defense here is not too high. I don't like it, but let's get a move on. What air magic can you guys cast that's going to be useful to me? Definitely not Wrathful Skies. Hell no. We can do Wind Guide later, because we do have the Astral Fires crew, which we're going to do with these guys. Because we've got this army doing False Horror. So we'll do this team. I would need to do Light of the Northern Star. Okay, well, we can't do really big air magic stuff right now, so I'll just do like a more communion-y deal. And we'll do Communion Slave here. And we'll put this to number 6. Yoink, yoink. So that's what, 5 slaves? 5 slaves is a +2. So this should work. So we'll just do that. We will keep this guy with a glut of astral pearls, and he'll just kind of stay behind the army and hopefully not die. And we're going to fight with these gals. And one of these. Yeah. And let's just make sure they're all protected. We won't be protecting the communion slaves. I mean, we probably should, right? We probably should protect the communion slaves too. So 1, 2, 3. So this first one, I want you to do Twilight. The rest of these, I would like you to do... I guess do like 1 group luck, then Twilight should come along, then do Illusory Army, and then do Astral Fires. This is like a complicated script now. And then the ones that can't do Illusory Army, Huh. And what's this chick doing? Twilight into... to just one group luck, and then Astral Fires. You'll do Phoenix Pyre into something. Hidden Flame? This is magic being only. I guess just do Furious Warriors. Okay, and then everyone else, I guess, would do group luck twice, then Astral Fires. Okay. Yeah, that should be okay, right? And let's give these gals bodyguards too. Not because they need them, but because I feel like there's going to be a lot of friendly fire if I send out if all of my troops are just like kind of running forward. And we're gonna have some bags of wine. Okay. Let's see. Just one group cast for luck. Yeah. If only you had more pearls to alchemize to make glamour gems for your battle mages. I mean, yeah, but what? Oh, like to actually give them a glamour gem each in a single player game? I don't got that micro, sir. I am way too lazy for that. What I might do is if I get the false cookie god to a lab, and I need to do that soon, actually. If I do that, he's going to move. What's the math on this? He's going to move into Land of Plenty. The turn I empower, which means the turn I craft the knife, he can move to a lab. Yeah. I'm going to move him to the lab because he's going to make me hammers, and once I have hammers, I can spam these little dream spools, and that's mostly how I'm going to do my glamour stuff. Um, yeah, I'm not going to micro that hard in a single player game if I don't really have to. I don't think I have to. Eyes of God. Okay, well, good luck with that. Successful empowerment. Good. Oh, also, don't in the late age, guys, don't remote site search too often. It tends to not be worth it. Just saying. Oh, look at this son of a bitch. Attacking me in the caves of Agartha. I mean, that's where my pretender wants to go anyways, but still. How dare he? Okay, so which is this army again? Spooky. Spooky. There you go. That's a lot of these guys. I mean, if we turn the lights off, like if we cast darkness, we can probably cast solar eclipse. No, solar eclipse still messes with twilight, right? I mean, there's something, right? And they've all got fear and ethereal. Like this is not bad, I think. Mm. Oh, Wrath of God would suck. Cookies. Don't wish that evil upon me. Okay, this is my pretender walking in. Yeah. Okay, so let's walk my pretender back here while this guy crafts me the knife. This +9 blood slaves a turn is like the coolest fucking thing ever. Just saying. This barbarian attack never happened, which is hilarious. I think the barbarian scouts were just like, we're gonna build you a fort. We're not here. We're not here to get killed. We're gonna build you a fort. Don't murder us. Please, we're innocent. How'd you get diseased? Son of a bitch. Can I have 9 blood slaves a turn? Dude, any nation is gonna have such a good time with +9 blood slaves. That's not like a Feminie thing. All these are site search air, right? How is this one not site search for air? Oh no! Oh, that's how dude got disease. She's old. Shit. Um, there is a spell. Get your ass back to the capital. There is a spell I can cast. Oh, I should have been doing it. Oh no, dang it. To make my units young again. Or not young again, but like not be old age. Shoot. I do not have it. What do I do? I don't have enough nature. It'll take 20 turns for her to die. No, dude. You're playing late age TNG with +5 blood and you don't know what to do with the blood. You empower. If you have Zots, the bat people, if you have Zots, you empower a Zot and blood, and you blood hunt, and you craft a Sanguine dowsing rod with that Zots. Sanguine dowsing rod is a miscellaneous item. It looks like this. So you empower your Zots, you craft this, you blood hunt with that Zots, and additionally, if you can afford it, you get a bunch of scouts and you help that Zots blood hunt. And obviously patrol your province to manage the unrest, and your province has to have more than 7,500 population. And eventually you will get a second Zots, and then eventually you will get 4 Zots. And these are all going to be fantastic blood hunters. And they will eventually either summon you demons or craft you items. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do auto site search. You guys are right. I'm being excessive here. Let me do one more thing. If I'm gonna auto site search, I'm gonna do it with style. Or at least like, not with, Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on over there? Not my problem. Do I have another nature mage in here? No. Okay. Well, come in here and site search. And this other spell that I want to cast, is it an alteration? Enchantment? Glamour 5, Nature 1. Let's tab. Only show nature mages. Okay. So at best we have Nature 1, Glamour 2. And we need Glamour 5. The other Glamour booster is... Oh, yeah. False God is saying on YouTube, make sure to give your Blood Hunters bodyguards. Yes. If you have really high candles, it's not as important to give them bodyguards, but in low candles, absolutely, if you don't want them to die. And they're going to be... I mean, they can defend themselves pretty well because they can summon skeletons, but yes, for sure, I need to actually go to the multiplayer game I'm doing that in right now and go give them bodyguards. I just empowered one, and I think he's blood hunting this turn. Whoops. I need to boost a lot of glamour. My pretender... Oh, okay, I have a plan. I have a plan. I don't know if I'll get to it tonight, but I have a plan. Okay, everyone there is searching. Everyone's here. We're going to fight here. We don't have anything to protect the Glade Woods, but that's okay. If we get our semi-super combatant guys over, we might be able to protect it that way. It's time to craft our giant kit, though. Which, how many gems do I have? I have some. So I wanted a singing sword and a shield of gleaming gold. I think that's the only ones I really needed, right? How much fire for Pyre of Catharsis? Oh yeah, you're right, you're right. Pyre of Catharsis. Fire 3. She is a Fire 1. I don't have Nature 2 anywhere to give her a Ring of Regen. I don't have Earth Death. It ain't looking good for her. We gotta give this guy his crystal hat. But I need all my gems right now. Yeah. We'll make it. Let me use the restroom. I'll play for another 15 minutes. And then I do gotta call it. But let me use the restroom again. False god. I actually won't alchemize the fire gems. I do have some plans for those. I do have some plans for those. Okay, so we're attacking in Dunvale. This army is our Astral Fire's army, right? Will they spend the gems? I don't know if they will. Yeah, they're casting Mistform. They're not going to spend the gems. What they cast? Oh, Slumber? Yeah. Oh shit. Shark Warriors. Are Shark Warriors, how's their magic resistance look like? Suckers. As a reminding, healing her in battle doesn't work anymore. Yeah, that's correct. I can empower my F1 ladies, give her a hat, and resist gear if really needed. Yes. No, I have a plan. I have a plan. It's convoluted, and I'm probably too tired to explain the plan, but there is one in place. Trust me. I won't be alchemizing it. What are these gals doing again? This is the false horror army, jeez. I didn't even send this dude. Okay, I would totally blood hunt like right here. But I need some stuff. Honestly, the Bloodthorn is a good weapon to keep on this guy. Because it's going to give him some more hit points. And it's going to do lifesteal. Does the Ring of Regeneration thing still prevent losing More hit points. No, because your what goes down now is your max hit points. And it says permanently lost, but that's not true. I think. Don't worry, she's not gonna die. She's not gonna die. I have all the faith that I know what I'm doing and that she won't die. Probably. Okay, this guy, I want him up here. Son of a bitch. Because I built these forts, son of a bitch, I can't recruit my Amazons anymore. It's not annoying at all. Um, what would simulacrum work? Maybe cookies. But simulacrum's really expensive. So, one thing I'm doing is I'm banking on a few things. I forgot I was gonna spam recruit these guys. I'm banking on a few things. One would be I need my pretender to clean his afflictions, and then he can build some rings to bump up their magic paths. Two is I'm really trying to hope and pray that I get a Fire 3 random on the Lore Mistress, but obviously that's like crazy unlikely. But it would solve a lot of problems if I get that Fire 3 random. If not, we are gonna have to get expensive on it. I kind of don't want to, but you know how it is that I'm gonna have to. Um, how is our supply looking here? 137? No, that's too much. And I have to keep using my supplies on frigging bags of wine, or my nature gems on bags of wine instead of, something useful like empowering a nature 2 or something. Summoning. I could totally summon something useful with conjuration. Like a gnome? No, no gnome. Fey Knights I think have nature magic. I think they're just nature 1, the Fey Prince. Yeah. But I want to do the rings. If I had more blood magic, I can summon a devil. Yeah. I kind of want to do the Bloodthorn instead of the Wraith Sword. So I could give this guy another shield. Um, I would totally give him the shield, the Chromatic Barrier. Okay. I'm supposed to be spending my glamour gems on other things, but Chromatic Barrier. Let's do this. Okay, let me see what you guys are doing. You got an Air 4 Bride of Baratos, the first one in your game. Jeez. Honestly, False God, I don't know if this has happened to you guys, but I feel like in Dominion 5 exclusively, or Dominion 6 exclusively, I feel like in a lot of games, especially test games, because, of course, the first like 20 turns, I feel like I get a lot more of the 10% randoms. At least one. So I don't know if maybe they added like some sort of bad luck protection into the game or something, or if it's just a bias. But I feel like I'm getting a lot of 10% randoms in the first set of turns that I do in my test games. Almost every time any nation I ever do. Oh shit. Someone got his ass beat. Yeah, the Rimbeti are really strong. Now the Barbarian Horde shows up. Are you serious? Oh, okay, we won anyways. Okay. Okay, that works for me. Now she's got Battle Fright too. I mean, she's not gonna fight anyways. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm only Astral 5. That means I need to craft more items. Craft me the Starshine Skullcap. I wonder if one of these hearts would work on her. I thought my pretender was Astral 6. Huh. That changes things a little bit. I mean, it just changed that I need the crystal coin, and that puts me to Astral 7, and then I need a lot of Astral, and that puts her to Fire 2. I can empower her, and she'll just be a Fire 3, which, oh hell yeah! Nature 2 random. Let's do this. One good thing. I don't know what to use for patrol chaff. Five. Now I do. I'm recruiting the pale ones because I eventually want to go under. This is getting expensive. Oh yes, it is. I'm recruiting the pale ones because I want to go eventually underwater and take these castles and shit from Jomin. I'll probably be going underwater with my pretender. Okay, since Jomin got his ass beat up there, I'm probably free to do whatever I want. Oh, this is gonna be super freaking good. I'm probably free to just take this fort, not even like worry about it. And then I can start working on some of my other super combatant dudes. Now let's get Yam this kit right here. And he's probably fine on his own with that. I mean, he could probably use some better armor. Maybe he gets the displacement armor as well. Any amphibious marks? Ooh, the Windlord. Ooh, helmet sappers. It's hard to get the marks against the AI, and the Windlord is really good. Holy crap, 50 sylphs for 300 gold? Buddy. The problem is that I'm perpetually poor, Cookies. uh, teensy issue, right? Joman getting his ass beat is awesome. Because really, I haven't expanded much since the beginning, since I had to fight Joman and Agartha. But it looks like I'm going to be able to race out and hopefully take a bunch of land from Joman soon. Especially if I leverage these pale ones that have all the good siege strength instead of whatever else crap I'm recruiting. Because honestly, right, I'm just using my units as like bodyguards. So they don't even need to be good. They just need to exist. And the pale ones don't consume supplies. So that's already like a really good start. What's everything else look like? I mean, should I even be blood hunting with this guy? Why don't I just make a skull staff and sight search? Yeah, for now. That's probably fine. Yeah, let's do it. Mercs are fun, but I wish you could inspect them. I mean, yeah, you pretty much have to use the mod inspector and then just kind of know which ones are good. Sylphs are good because they have shock attacks, and not a lot of people have shock resistance, and by the time they do get shock resistance, they tend to cast the like Iron Skin spells, the Iron Skin protection buffs, which gives you shock weakness, which means even if you cast the protection, it kind of cancels out the weakness, and they're net neutral, which means your shock damage is going to kick their ass. What happens in Lish? Is this still my horror army? Yeah, it is. Spooky horrors. I hope these longbows don't like randomly kill my mages. That'll be annoying. Oh, but wait, these guys are mindless. Oh, I can hurt mindless things? No, mindless beings are immune to false damage. So why are the horrors attacking the like handful of mindless things on the field? Jesus. On the plus side, they're gonna kill the mage, so then this stuff should dissolve. And now everything just routes because of the fear auras. And the commander's routing. There you go. This is stupid though. If your one method of attack is false damage, it shouldn't attack mindless units. The one thing on the field freaking immune to it. That's stupid. Oh, barbarians to clone. Of course they're going to clone. Cookies. It's time. Wait, I need 80? Oh, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I can't afford it this turn. Okay, well, what else can I afford this turn? A bloodstone. Ooh. That sounds kind of nice. How is this fort still not taken yet? Man, I need these pale ones yesterday. Yeah, I'm starting to get really lazy with this, man. How would you pay Feminie in a multiplayer game? Right now, if I started Wittel asks on YouTube, if I started a Feminie game tomorrow, I would take an Awake Expander. You can expand as Feminie. Thanks to one of my viewers and a few tests, I have found that you can expand by spamming the Lady at Arms. It's the most consistent expansion. Once you get your cap circle, you go and you recruit your Lady Knights, and these not only will expand well, but they will perform pretty good against players too. Eventually, you might want to turn around and come back to your Lady Knights, like I have, because your Lady at Arms, because the mounted units will eat all of your upkeep. They're expensive as shit. The False God is adding that the Golden Lion is probably the easy expander, and I agree. If you have time, I think I have a quick 10-minute video on Feminie, and that might give you like a starting point, you know? It's not gospel, but maybe it helps you out. And Cookies on YouTube is asking, what does the Academy of Magic give me? It gives you the option of a Wizard Apprentice, which is really good for the price, and has these random magic paths, of which, as Feminie, you have every single one of these except Earth. And it also gives you the option of Wizard of the Stars, which is Astral 2, and these same paths. Of which useful to me is obviously the Astral Earth crosspath, but since I had it on my Pretender already, I didn't really feel the need of trying to spend the extensive gold to build a fort here and try to get these guys up and going, right? All of that to try and get a like a 1/5 random. They're good researchers though. Very good researchers. Ain't even mad. Well, I'm kind of mad that all the paths they're just getting Astral, Glamour, and Fire. And it's like, please stop. Please get. I mean, Air 1 isn't that good either, but please, more Earth Mages, please. That'd be nice. So we're just romping around here with the false horror spam. We're gonna see how it goes against the real army now. How's she doing? 7 hit points. Okay. So disease. Maybe there's like a percentage chance to take damage from the disease every turn instead. Look away, Cookies. You didn't see that. You didn't see it. You didn't see what I just did. Cheating. All right, it is 10:30, so I'm not going to hit end turn anymore. We'll review what's going on here. Hopefully there's a massive battle. I love ending my streams on the massive battles, but yeah. But I gotta go to bed. Okay, this is not a massive battle. I should have PD dumped there. That was my mistake. Massive battle. We got cubes. We got cubes. We got a lot of shark warriors, which is honestly it's really cool that the AI is making shark warriors and sending them up to fight me. I wish that they would do the same with mages. Oh, he's cast. Oh, look. This is legitimate. He's casting Spell Ward on his low magic resistance shark warriors. That's what he's supposed to be doing. I just wish that he would bring more mages. Because he's got them here, he's giving them gems, he's casting the right spells. This guy, Sorcerer of the Stands. He's casting the right spells, it's just, I don't know. Well, let's see how the memes do. So we're going to make it real spooky real quick with Twilight. So this is going to give all of my mages more glamour and reduce the precision on everybody else. So that makes all my mages glamour 4, which is kind of cool. And they're just going to spam some memes, because that's what we wanted to see. And it looks like they're prioritizing these wolves. It's good, I guess. The giants are unbuffed because I'm doing memes, so they might actually start going down, which is actually kind of sad. Maybe something I should have kept in. Maybe I should have put the giants as bodyguards so that they wouldn't go fight. Did they actually cast Spell Ward on the Shark Knights? Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I should have put the giants as bodyguards because I'm gonna kind of waste them right now because I'm not buffing them, and the whole point of the giants is that they take buffs really, really well. Oh well. Something to keep in mind for future turns in games. I want to see this false horror like kill squad back here turn around and just massively jump on their mages. God damn. I'm gonna actually slow this down because I want to see like some of these casts. Like, what is everyone doing? Slumber, group luck. The false horrors are spooking people, putting people to sleep. Archer fires come into the back. This is already kind of useful from the false horrors. Okay, so false horror standing inside of my units means it's going to be projecting that fear aura, in theory. Mass confusion, so they start killing each other. Well, sometimes. That ephemeral blast, holy shit. That did damage. This is kind of like the dream right here. You have your giant and your human in the same square. Yeah, false horrors messing around in the back. The cubes are getting ever closer, but they're size 6, so they can't actually eat the giants. Honestly, I want to see more ephemeral blasts. That thing is doing some work. There you go. Okay, that one kind of sucked. This one was better. Holy shit, that's hitting for 20? Oh, is that a route? Magic beings are gone now. Oh, so it's not a mass route, but it looks like the mages have given up. Which, Joman mages, they all have very low morale for some reason. But yeah, it looks like we broke the flank. And yeah, they'll be done soon. I wonder, I don't think false horror wakes people up, do they? So that would be a good like synergy. Well, it takes any damage except poison damage, but I don't know, that tooltip was made. The tooltip was made before false damage was a thing, so I don't know if I trust it. I'm noticing I didn't really cast Charm. Okay, now we're casting Charm, but like, we didn't really cast it earlier. It looks like I still ended up with a Shark Warrior. I would have loved a few more Shark Warriors, but well, maybe in the next battle. So we've seen the False Warriors, and they were all right. I lost a decent amount of things, but I guess maybe the next battle we're going in, I'm gonna swap all these False Horror casts to like Charm casts. I lost 2 Sage Queens. That sucks. Hmm. Yeah, I'll swap all the False Horror casts to Charm casts. Hold on, because somebody in here got. I kept the Divine Blessing item. Yeah, right. This guy's gonna die as soon as the turn rolls. I'm not going to keep this Berserker Pelt. Discard that shit. And let's do Charm. They might not be in range to do Charm, but that's okay. They'll figure it out. We're gonna, Zan's lazy scripting day, right? They'll come in range. I don't know. Charm. And I gotta put the guys as bodyguards too. I'll totally remember to do that next week. For sure. How many giants did I lose? Oh, it's 4 giants. Look at that. 138 kills, and honestly, they weren't even buffed, and they clapped the shit out of. I mean, half of this is garbage, but still. And they had 0 buffs on them. This fortification is still going. And I lost Lish because I didn't PD dump there. I'm a silly person. The PD dumps aren't really meant to stop. They're not there to stop the AI from attacking you. They're there to discourage them from doing it. So they'll go somewhere else. I actually kind of need that ring of water breathing. Do actually kind of need that. That needs to go like on Pretender. Let's see if I can get like a scout over there. Pick up some of these items, take them home. How's she doing? She's gonna get mute at this point. Now her eye fell out. Enchantment 7 is not being researched fast enough. What can I do in the meantime? I can craft. I don't think the Boots of Youth affects, like once they already get the disease, I think that's it, right? Like it doesn't matter if you put Boots of Youth on them. I think. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong there. Yeah, it doesn't matter? Okay. Thank you, cookies. So it looks like no, it does not matter. Um, Boots are for prior to winter, is my understanding. Okay. I've never really done it. I've always handled old age a different way. I've always handled old age differently. Okay. Yeah, at the end of winter. Okay, so cookies, I ended up going with the route of I'm just going to make a Skull of Fire. Because the other option is to turn all of my death gems into astral pearls and then make the Ring of Wizardry, but that's going to take very long. Another alternative is giving her blood magic and having her do blood feast. Uh, but I mean that doesn't matter. She's okay if she's going to have an eye, if she's missing an eye in Battlefry. I just need her to not die. But yeah, so I empowered this guy in fire magic. Potential combat use is going to be main fire, but I don't know if he will see combat for a long time. I like that booster anyways, exactly. And the other thing that having him in fire empowered is going to do is later on I can do King of Banefires. Because I will have a fire helmet, I will have a Skull of Fire, and I will have a Ring of Wizardry, which is 3 fire boosters, and he will be able to summon a King of Banefires. So, yeah. That'll do that. We're making progress against Joman. So, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here because I am way past due going to bed. But I will be streaming next week on Thursday night at 7 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to try and make that a consistent schedule. I will finish this campaign first and then debate on whether I want to start playing some Age of Empires. I want to do Victors and the Vanquished. I want to do some other stuff. Maybe I start another Dominions campaign. I don't know yet. We'll find out. So next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, I will stream again. Tomorrow, I need to finish the end of my Makone at a glance. So that will either release tomorrow in the afternoon or Friday in the morning. And I will try to have an at a glance video out every Wednesday. And those will be kind of like my minimums. And once I have that settled, I will go back to my Makone game, which It slowed down a lot lately, which is why I haven't been uploading it as much. Uh, but I'm gonna focus on the at a glance first and the stream second. And once that game is close to completion and I have enough at a glance videos set up, I will come back and record more of my Makona game. So thank you again, everyone, for watching on YouTube. Thank you for everyone on Twitch. I'm going to take a look real quick. Um, I do see Suspicious Wizard is online playing XCOM. He does stream a few times a week. Dominions. He does stream Dominions every so often. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to raid him. I have no idea how to raid. For those on YouTube, we will not be raiding, but thank you everyone again for watching, and I will see you next time.